Like a beacon on a hilltop, Tulsa breezes furrow the black and gold. Coming off a pair of losses a week ago and having to brave the winter weather of the past weekend, McAlester basketball has hit the road once more to do battle with mighty Memorial. The Lady Buffs are searching for their first win of the season to get some momentum as we inch closer to February, while the boys are hoping to knock off the top team in the district. Can it be done? We're about to find out. Hello and welcome to Veterans Arena in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, along with Nate Brown, and you are tuned in to the Lady Buffalo pregame show here on KNED, 1150 AM, 98.3 FM, on the KNED app, as well as at McAllisterRadio.com on the KNED tab. Video streaming on the McAllister Radio YouTube channel. Tonight we have the Tulsa Memorial Chargers and your McAlester Lady Buffaloes partner. We're about to hit the middle of January where separation begins to set in amongst the top and bottom of the district. The Lady Buffs have only played in 6 games in the last 6 weeks since the season began. They're about to play 6 games in the next 11 days. How important is it to get a win tonight to get that ball rolling?
Oh, it could be absolutely key for the Lady Buffs to get a win here tonight. This is your best chance so far to get a win on the season, and this is a team that you absolutely can beat. You just need to see things come together, and can't wait to talk about what they need to change and see how they can get this thing done tonight.
Let's start off with previewing the McAlester Lady Buffaloes and where they are in the 5A4 standings right now. They're at the last place mark in the 5A4 standings. Only them and Edison don't have a win yet, but they're trying to change that tonight, as Nate just mentioned. Again, at the top of the 5A4 standings is who McAlester plays Friday at home. Coweta at 5-0 plus 64. Will Rogers at second, 4-0 plus 51. Durant third, 4-2 plus 42. Pryor is fourth, 4-2 plus 21. Tulsa Memorial, who we played tonight, is at 2-2 in the 5A4 standings, negative 17. Tahlequah at sixth at 1-4, negative 39. Edison at seventh, 0-4, negative 49. And your McAlester Lady Buffaloes 0-6, negative 73, trying to get into the win column for the first time this season. Let's talk about their last game, and that was against the Durant Lady Lions back in Durant a week ago, and it was just a game that you want to forget. Again, 76-31 was the final score, and it was all Durant from start to finish. For the second consecutive game, McAlester coughed up the ball 27 times, while the Lady Lions had only 4 turnovers themselves the entire game. This let Durant shoot the ball 56 times to McAllister's 28, double the Lady Buffs total. Durant also shot 52% from the field to McAllister's 36, making one more shot than the Lady Buffaloes took the entire game. That's not going to happen. That's not going to get you a win. Durant beat McAlester by what the Lady Lions' points per game average on the season was. They set a season-high 76 points. That's 18 higher than their previous high. The last time that they scored 76 or more in a game was when they beat Nathan Hale, talking about Durant, 76-22. That was back on December 4th of 2021. That was almost, well, that's now over 4 years ago. Almost going on 4 years. All in all, it's a game, like we mentioned, you just want to have to totally forget. But Rylan Lesnow had another double-digit game. She had 11 points on 3 of 6 shooting, 8 rebounds as well. Taylor Williams had a career-high 5 points, as well as Shiley Mason hitting a couple of threes to maybe say, hey, we have another 3-point threat for the Lady Buffaloes moving forward. Again, this is only the 7th game that they're about to embark on.
Right.
McAlester boys have had 9. They're about to have their 10th. But since we have not been able to play in a tournament in December, and then we didn't get to play in the Primus More, that's now 6 games McAlester would normally play by now that they haven't played. So,
right.
But they're about to make up some of those. We had a game get added to the schedule for this Saturday. That's going to be against Idabel at Hugo at 1 o'clock. We're going to have that here on KNED, at least on the radio side. Don't know if we'll be able to do the video stream just because of the setup that we're going to be having. If you've never been to Hugo, it is a tight, loud gym, and you're going to be set up right in between right between McAllister's bench and the scores table. So I don't know if we'll have an angle to be able to video stream on Saturday. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes are going to try to get a little bit better in shooting the ball first off. Again, they weren't terrible, but they got to get better at shooting the ball than they were against Durant. And also, hopefully, that three-point ball continues to start to fall. But again, McAlester beat Tulsa Memorial all 3 games last year. They're looking for a 4th win in a row against the Lady Chargers, and we'll see if they can do it over the course of the next hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. And speaking of Tulsa Memorial, we're going to preview them when we return. We'll take a 60-second break and be back here on KNED.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester says bring on the monstrous discounts. Get up to $17,500 in discounts on every new Ram truck in stock, including all heavy duties. Use this savings to pay off those credit cards and other bills just in time for the holidays. Patriot makes your next Ram truck affordable, which allows you to pay off those pesky bills. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester. Stock number 24559, MSRP 75905.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same-day or next-day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy in addition to our other services. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Welcome back to T-Town. I'm Brandon Green along with Nate Brown. Here in the pregame show, we previewed your Lady Buffaloes. Now let's take a look at McAllister's opponent, the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers, led by second-year head coach Roderick Hall. The Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers are 4-8 so far in the season. They are averaging 50.7 points per game, giving up, though, 56.7 points per game. They were 10-15 a year ago, and they just got better and better as the year went on. They bring back a lot of players from that team a season ago, including their star player, Matea Hall. More on her in just a little while. But again, they were 10-15. They lost in the regional final to McAlester 67-61 to end their season. And they're looking to get back to the state tournament for the first time since 2013. And they have to get the ball rolling a little bit as well to be able to get themselves in position to maybe do so. But right now they're in the middle of the pack in 5A4. This would be a big win if McAlester can get it to maybe climb up a little bit. If McAlester wins just tonight, if they win tonight, they still are not going to be ahead of Tahlequah, but they jump up a couple of spots, so they could easily start to, like I said, McAlester hasn't played anyone twice except for Durant. If they can get one back from Tahlequah, get to rolling, and maybe get some more revenge on some of the teams that got the better of them earlier on in the year, it could be a whole different story moving forward for the Lady Buffaloes and to change their season around here. So far, the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers, again led by second-year head coach Roderick Hall. They placed 6th in the Lady Mustang Classic. Some of their notable games, all district games. They lost to Durant 47-30, lost to Pryor 45-26. They beat Tahlequah, though, 65-56, and they beat Edison Prep by just 4 points, 62-58. But then they lost to Will Rogers here recently, 76-51. How did they follow that up with? Well, last night here in this gym, they beat 3A Tulsa Central 80-14.
Wow.
80-14. That was the win last night for the Lady Chargers to improve them to 4-8 on the year. They're looking for 2 straight wins in a row, but they're trying to end a 3-game losing streak to the McAlester Lady Buffaloes. McAlester, in the season opener a year ago, beat Tulsa Memorial here 63-48. Then won back at the MAC 59-50, and then, like we mentioned earlier, finished the Lady Charger season 67-61 to advance to the area tournament for the Black and Gold. And Nate, this could be a little bit of a revenge game for Tulsa Memorial. Any team that you had to play that ended your season a year ago, you want to try to get that revenge. It just makes it a little bit extra special when the next time you play them.
Yeah, you're 100% right.
McAlester, statistically, when we were talking about the matchups in the 3 games against the Lady Chargers last year, they were just better. They shot 13% better from the field, 15% better from 3, and 14 more rebounds per game. 14. Memorial was better at taking care of the ball, though, with 4 less turnovers per game, which is what McAllister's been struggling with over the last 2 games. They have averaged 27 turnovers per game in the last 2 games and recorded 3 more blocks. So as we look at that and we look at how Bodie Nystrom, which she's going to be one of your players to watch, against Tulsa Memorial, she averaged 5.3 points per game last year on 41% shooting, also at 6 rebounds per game. She's going to be pretty vital in McAllister's efforts to beat Tulsa Memorial tonight to get their first win of the season and the first win in Coach Bashir's head coaching career. Talk about Bodie as your player to watch and 2 other ones for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes, Nate.
All right. First off, Cambry Zoomer has to be my first player to watch. After scoring 19 in her 2 previous games, the Lady Lions were able to slow her down, where she was only able to put up 4 points. Here tonight against the Lady Chargers, we're going to need to see more from her on the offensive side, especially when our next player to watch is on the bench. Second up, you've got Rylan Lesnow. Lesnow is your leading scorer on the season, averaging 12.3 points per game, but right now, her biggest issue is foul trouble. She's fouled out in 3 of the 6 Lady Buff games so far this season. If she can stay out of foul trouble and provide that 1-2 punch with Zoomer, that could very well lead to win number 1 on the season right here. And like you mentioned, finally, we've got Bodie Nystrom. The senior was surprisingly held without a field goal attempt in Durant on Friday, leading to her only 2 points coming from the free throw line. A prime focus right now should be feeding the ball down low to her and getting her going early on in this game.
Transitioning now to keys to the game.
First off, turnovers. McAlester was a minus 23 in the turnover margin in Durant on Friday. As you mentioned, giving up 27 turnovers to only forcing 4 Lady Lion turnovers. It doesn't matter what team you're playing. If you are that far behind in the turnover battle, it makes it very difficult to win any game. Cut down on the turnovers and force more on the defensive side, and you're already in a much better position to win this game here today. Second up, got it in possessions early. Durant shot 52% from the field on 56 shots. And a lot of those came on the 10 offensive rebounds on second chance opportunities. Do not give the Lady Chargers the same chance to make up for their mistakes in their possessions after one shot. And finally, the foul game. We mentioned it earlier. Your leading scorer has fouled out in 50% of the games this season. If you are able to keep everyone out of foul trouble, that alone could be a massive boost for this team that only has 7 players on their varsity roster.
All right, we'll look at your starting lineups in just a moment and our national anthem. You're listening to Lady Buffs Basketball here on KNED.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
Running into an old friend is nice. Running into a total stranger, well, not so good. Now, you don't need help from Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop for those greetings with friends, but if you have one of those unwanted encounters with a stranger, give Buck Wilson a call at 918-423-3161. They are expert craftsmen, specialists. They can straighten out your situation. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester. Again, call 918-423-3161.
At Fenton Nissan, we keep you moving with our...
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Welcome back to Veterans Arena in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, alongside my statistician, color commentator, Nate Brown, as we're about to have another district matchup here between the McAlester Lady Buffaloes and the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers, the currently 5th and 8th place teams in the 5A4 district. And one of my favorite things about Veterans Arena is we have the presentation of our colors here. They're making its way toward mid-court here at Veterans Arena. And we're going to be having a national anthem be sung tonight. It's always kind of cool. We get an actual performance as well. No, it's sometimes easy just to be able to press the button on the iPad or the laptop, but it's always pretty cool when we get to see an actual sung national anthem or played on a guitar or a trumpet or something. I always love this.
It means just a little bit more.
All right, partner, you ready?
Let's basketball.
All right, so again, the McAlester Lady Buffaloes once again playing in their third road game in 3 weeks here. They're going to get back on the home side of things for the first time in 2025 against Coweta on Friday. Trying to get back at them because Coweta shot the lights out of their gym when we went to Coweta back in December. Let's look at our starting lineups, beginning with the McAlester Lady Buffaloes, as they're going to be wearing their road black jerseys with the gold accents. As we're going to also start it off here, we have the senior guard, number 0, Kaylee Knight, in the starting lineup, who is just a little bit behind Zoomer and Alberson in steals to be third on the team in steals so far in the season. You have sophomore guard number 1, I believe Cambry Zoomer is also starting for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes tonight. Again, 24% three-point percentage, 75% at the free throw line, and 8 steals, all either the team lead or tied for the team lead. We also have senior guard number 3, Avery Alberson, who again tied for the team lead in steals with 8 steals. Number 24, senior guard number 24, Shiley Mason, is also coming off a career-high 2 made threes in her previous start, her first start. And by the way, what they're doing right now is they're honoring Matea Hall, as I believe she's reached either 1,000 or 1,500 points. So we were mentioning Matea Hall in the pregame show. She's the son of head coach Roderick Hall. 2 years ago, Roderick Hall was an assistant coach for Sapulpa, helped them get to the state tournament. Well, Matea Hall was on the Sapulpa championship basketball team 2 years ago when she was a sophomore, and this is how good she is. On that state championship team, she was the 3rd leading scorer for Sapulpa in their state championship win as a sophomore.
Wow.
That's how good Matea Hall is. She is celebrating her milestone here today. She gets that basketball, and she takes it over to her family over here on the near side. That's a pretty cool moment for the senior Matea Hall. So, I think that we're just about ready to go here. Again, we're looking at the starting lineups. I'm trying to see past the...
That's Courtney.
Yeah, I'm trying to see past Courtney here to see who our starting lineup is
0,
for sure.
1,
I know we
5,
have Knight, Zoomer, Alberson, Rylan, Lesnow, and it looks like Shiley Mason is going to be our 5th starter here tonight. So again, Kaylee Knight, Cambry Zoomer, Avery Alberson, Rylan Lesnow. Again, Lesnow leading the team in scoring at 12.3 points per game and 7.8 rebounds per game. And we were mentioning before we looked at the milestone from Matea Hall about the 2 made threes that she had against Durant back a week ago, leading to a career-high 6 points in her first year of playing varsity basketball. So now we're just waiting on the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers. Again, led by Roderick Hall, who we just mentioned, 4-8 on the year, averaging 50.7 points per game and giving up 56.7 points per game. They're trying to get their 3rd district win of the season. One coming against Tahlequah and the other one against Edison. Looks like one of our starters is going to be number 12, Sakaya Germany, the 5'9" senior forward. Also number 21, we mentioned her just a moment ago, Matea Hall, the 5'9" senior guard. Number 25, Leah Hampton, the 5'5" sophomore guard for the Lady Chargers, who are wearing their home white uniforms with the blue accents with some red in there as well. Again, blue on the front and back of the jerseys and the numerals and memorial across the front. Those are the 3 that we have so far. We're waiting for the last 2 starters to be announced here.
We're just at a wrong angle to see these last 2.
We already mentioned Leah Hampton. And we also have number 3. There's another one, 5'2" junior guard, Jalen Doan. Again, we would let the PA do the work here, but it's a fantastic gym here at Tulsa Memorial, which means that it echoes very loudly, and you're not going to be able to hear that well over the stream here. And our last starter is number 23, Trinity Germany. So we have a Zakaya Germany and Trinity Germany. Trinity stands at 5'7", the junior guard. And by the way, both Zakaya Germany and Trinity Germany really were headaches for McAlester last season. So the Lady Buffaloes are going to try to neutralize them tonight, as well as the challenge of Matea Hall. We're about to have tip-off. That's brought to you by McAlester Clothing Consignment. They accept consignments Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays and offers a 50-50 split. Consign with us and pick up great bargains. 1212 South Main McAlester, behind Dollar General. McAlester Lady Buffaloes will be moving the ball right to left, while the Lady Chargers will be pushing it left to right when they have the ball. Inside the circle for McAlester will be sophomore guard Rylan Lesnow. Looks like inside the circle with, I believe that's Zakaya Germany here. So we have 5'8" against 5'9", with Germany having the slight advantage.
I mean, looking at him, it doesn't look like she has the height advantage.
Just on the roster sheet.
Yeah.
Is really all it is. And I think we're waiting for the whistle. There it is. There's 2 dribbles from the official. Ball's up in the air. Tip is won by Tulsa Memorial as it's basketball time here in the Heartland. Left to right with the ball is Jalen Doan as she dribbles to the right wing, passes across over to the left wing. Gets a screen from Matea Hall. Up to the near corner is almost too far, and it is for Leah Harris, the 5'5" sophomore guard, and that will lead to a turnover early here for the Lady Chargers. McAllister's only able to force 4 of them against Durant a week ago.
That's exactly what you wanted to see right there to start the game.
Memorial, knowing McAllister's having trouble taking care of the basketball, as Matea Hall is able to sacrifice her body for a steal there, crashing into the scores table, and is able to somehow keep the ball alive. So that will lead to us trading turnovers in our first 2 possessions. Again, McAllister trying to beat an early press. As now we have Avery Alberson poking the ball loose. Hall picks it back up, passes to the right wing. Hampton on the drive. Blocked shot by Rylan Lutz. Now down along the baseline with the board is Zoomer, and McAllister will try to push it across the half-court line for the first time tonight, and they do so with the right-handed dribble of Zoomer. Pass to the left wing off a screen by Alberson. It is Les now getting the ball. They were looking back door for Zoomer. That wasn't open. To the top of the key, Mason swings it over to Zoomer. Zoomer pumps and drives to the right side of the rim. Feeds it down inside. Great look for Avery Alberson, but can't make the shot. Offensive rebound. Rylan Les now leaves the shot short, and that gets knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Chargers as well. McAllister already with an offensive rebound. They were much better rebounding the ball last year than Tulsa Memorial. 14 more rebounds per game than the Lady Chargers, and McAllister's season sweep of 3 wins. Inbound to the low post, directly underneath the basket is Les now. She throws it off of Harris to be able to keep this possession alive. Again, she was not even directly beneath the netting. She was behind the backboard. About to go out of bounds. Another baseline inbound here for Alberson. Alberson looks around, can't find anyone open. Good inbound defense. Will have to lob it out over to Zoomer, right wing. Zoomer fakes left, goes right, pulls up, pop and shot is up and good. Cambry Zoomer strikes first from McAllister. They take a 2-0 lead here in T-Town. 6:40 left to go in the first. And here's an intercepted pass by Rylan Lutz now trying to save it. She threw it right back to the Lady Chargers. And in transition, Matea Hall could not handle the high pass in the low post. It goes through her hands out of bounds. We'll have an early timeout called by Coach Hall. We'll take 30 seconds and be back. McAllister leading 2-0, 6:35 left in the first here on KNED.
So, checking accounts. There seems like a ton to choose from, right? I was looking for one that didn't charge monthly fees, with bounce protection, and had mobile banking. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAllister News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. The bonus is that they're local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in checking options. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
After some early turnovers by the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers, Coach Roderick Hall had to call a timeout. McAllister will face a press here as they try to beat a turnover machine, and the Lady Chargers were able to force 17 against McAllister. Here's a lucky bounce for McAllister as Zoomer nearly coughed it up, but it went straight to Kaylee Knight. Now driving in, Rylan Lust now says, "Get out of my way." Finishes with the right hand. The Lady Buffaloes with an early 4-0 lead on the Lady Chargers. 6:15 left in the first. McAllister pressing as Memorial beats the press, stopping low post and scoring is Jalen Doan. And the Lady Chargers are on the board. Les now inbound. Zoomer back over to Les now. Passes, trying to find Shiley Mason along the near sideline. It was a little too high for the senior. Something to keep notice on. I'm noticing that the officials are really quick with their cadence. The 1, 2, 3, 4. We might be seeing some changes in possession tonight because of just time infractions. After the right wing, Matea Hall for 3. In and out. Rebounded inside the paint by Zoomer. Lady Buffaloes leading 4-2, 5:51 left to go in the first. Driving left, Zoomer on the drive, floater up, and it rattles home. Cambry Zoomer with a quick 4 points as Lady Buffaloes lead 6-2 now. They'll triple team Hall in the backcourt. They'll get across the timeline eventually, finding Germany low post, and there's what should have been a foul in an and one. The Sakai Germany instead gets the 2. McAllister lucky that wasn't a free throw attempt by Germany. Going the other way, McAllister leading 6-4, 5:27 left to go in the first. Zoomer overhead pass into the corner. Alberson spotted up well by Hampton. Now a drive inside as we have a offensive foul.
A late moving screen.
It's going to be called on Rylan Less now.
That'll be her first, team first.
And you mentioned it earlier. It's a player you really want to be able to keep on the floor here tonight. She's got 2 points so far, but she's the leading scorer at 12.3 points per game. Her and Zoomer the only players to be in double digits. As here's a backcourt violation. Just again, the Lady Chargers a little bit sloppy with the ball here early. They're trying to pass it back over to Bria Hampton. They just couldn't handle it by the circle.
Already 4 turnovers by the Lady Chargers.
Yeah, that's what McAlester was able to force all together against Durant a week ago. Les now inbounds to Zoomer with a 2-point lead 3 minutes into the first quarter here in Tulsa, Oklahoma at Veterans Arena. Pass the low post. Les now tries to feed it back over to Germany. Again, there looked like there was some miscommunication between her and Alberson of what they wanted to do on the drive. 4:50 left to go in the first. Left wing. Here's a lob pass from Hampton over to the near side. Caught by Doan. Doan on the drive has her shot blocked again by Lesnow out of bounds.
Already 2 blocks by Lesnow here in the first quarter.
For Lesnow, that now has her share the tie in blocks on the season with Bodie Nystrom for the team lead. Inbound, Matea Hall trying to go up, and another block here by Rylan Lesnow. That'll officially be a block as she was trying to go up with the shot. Lesnow with 3 blocks already in the first quarter, not even halfway through the first. Another inbound here. This one by Doan gets into the near corner to Germany. Germany swinging it around over to Hall, who has the ball on the logo, but that's not saying a whole lot. The logo stretches from one top of the key to the other, nearly at the 3-point line. This says a lot. Matea Hall from a different zip code. She was about 10 feet away from the 3-point line and buried it to give Tulsa Memorial their first lead of the game. She is open from anywhere on the floor. Take note. 7-6. McAlester is now down by 1. High post. Zoomer looking inside for Lesnow. Lesnow double teamed. Has to do something with it. Tries to go up strong with it. It's too hard off the glass. And triple coverage. Rebounded by the Lady Chargers. 7-6. McAlester down by 1. Hall hit one from around that spot earlier. Here's a tip pass by Zoomer. Zoomer ahead of everybody after she gets the steal. An easy lay-in is good, and McAlester retakes that lead. It's 8-7 as we're trading punches here in quarter number 1. 3:48 left in the first.
Zoomer's got a quick 6 of McAllister's 8 here today.
Doan in the backcourt still got to get across the half-court line. Lost control of the ball, and another timeout called by Coach Hall. That's 2 this quarter. We'll take a timeout with them. 8-7 McAlester leads with 3:40 left in the first here on KNED.
At Fenton Nissan, we keep you moving with our wide selection of pre-owned vehicles.
Every pre-owned vehicle receives a 126-point inspection.
We have close relationships with over 20 financial institutions to keep you moving in a new-to-you vehicle of your dreams.
Visit Fenton Nissan for a great selection of pre-owned vehicles, great trade-in values, and the best deal.
Don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
3:40 remaining in the first quarter, and if we have 4 quarters of this is set to be a good one. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes are leading 8-7 over the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers. And we're back to the action as Tulsa Memorial about to get a 10-second violation. The timeout saved that. McAlester sets up beyond the half-court line. Pass high post, now feeding it near corner. Wide open 3 by Hall. She's not going to miss any of those. Matea Hall, her second made 3 of the quarter, as she has 6 out of the Lady Chargers' 10 points.
You just can't leave her that open.
Nope. 10-8 is our score. McAlester is, again, down by 2. 3:18 left in the first. Their largest deficit of the game so far. High post Knight tries to feed into triple coverage. Does so over to Lesnow, but she lost the ball on the way up. Now to the other side. Driving her way through is Doan, and she can't handle the ball as it was stripped loose, it looked like, on the transition defense by Rylan Lesnow. Across the baseline, it'll be an baseline inbound by the Lady Chargers. As coming in for the first time tonight is Bodie Nystrom. Again, something that we both found interesting, Bodie Nystrom was not able to take an official shot from the field against Durant a week ago.
Right, she only took 2 free throws.
Here's a long pass over to Hall, right wing. Lesnow guarding Hall from beyond the perimeter. But again, Lesnow saw from how far Matea Hall shot that last 3. She goes and closes in on her. Now Hall on the drive. Hall is going to be fouled on her way towards the rim. 2 free throws, her first ones on the way.
Foul's going to be on Avery Alberson, her first, team second.
2:50 remaining in the first. Not a lot of fouls here so far in quarter number 1. Just 1 on Lesnow, 1 on Alberson. And Matea Hall will take the first free throw, and it rattles out. Again, dynamite from beyond the arc, but misses the first free throw. That's not going to happen very often. She takes some time to collect herself. She knows that's not like her. She'll get the ball back. Lady Chargers, by the way, averaging 5 more points per game so far this season than they did last season. Second free throw is made, and it's 11-8. Still a one-possession deficit for the Lady Buffaloes. 2:45 left in the first. Zoomer right past 2 Lady Chargers on the drive. Too hard of a bounce pass, trying to find Nystrom. Nystrom rips it loose in the paint, throws it wildly up, and Bodie Nystrom somehow has the Midas touch. Wow. She shoots, she scores right this way. Miss Nystrom to the charity stripe. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. I mean, you talk about prayers of a shot. That one was a miracle manifested. The free throw to tie the game is clanked off the iron, but we do have a lane violation first.
Yes, so that free throw does not count.
So it was missed anyway, so she gets a second attempt here. So another chance to tie the game. Nystrom on the season is 62% free throw shooter. Lady Buffalo's down 11-10. For those listening on radio, I cannot describe how hard she threw that ball off the glass. Second free throw was missed as well, though, and it's still a 1-point McAlester deficit. 2:33 left in the first. Dribbling inside the arc, Hall, long pass over to the left wing. Spotting up and taking the three is Doan, and she buries it. 3 made threes. Count up for 9 of the 14 points by the Lady Chargers. 2:20 left in the first as they have a 14-10 lead.
They're 3 of 4 from 3.
Trying to force a pass down low, looking for Rylan Lesnow, is intercepted by Germany. 2:10 left in the first. Last season, Tulsa Memorial, in 3 games combined, just 28% from 3. They were not a great three-point shooting team, but they weren't bad either. Kind of middle of the pack when you're looking at three-point shooting teams in high school basketball. As we have a low post block shot by, that is Knight. Then the ball goes out of bounds. Zoomer is fighting for the rebound with a Lady Charger. It'll stay with Tulsa Memorial, though. That Lady Charger was Trinity, Germany.
And that was actually Mason on the block there.
Oh, thank you. Inbound high post. Hall at the free throw line trying to drive in on Lesnow. Goes up for a tough 2. This foul is either going to be on Lesnow or it's going to be on Alberson.
It's going to be on Alberson. That's her second.
No, they're going to call it on Lesnow. That's I agree. I don't
signaled.
I don't think that should have been on Lesnow. I think that was more of the contact on Alberson. Alberson looked like she got the arm.
So that'll be Lesnow's second.
First shot by Hall is again no good. She's now 1 of 3 from the free throw line.
And Kaylee Knight's going to check in for her.
1:51 left in the first, and a 4-point McAlester deficit. Hall trying to make it a 5, and she does so. Goes 1 of 2 from the line once again. Coach Bashirs calls a timeout. 15-10, McAlester down by 5. 1:51 left to go in the first here on KNED.
When winter winds blow icy and rare, McAlester knows Freeze and Flare's always there. From frosty nights to winter's chill, we'll keep you warm with expert skill. Heat pumps, furnaces, service that's fair, don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Mechanical license number 0014445. We're licensed, bonded, and insured.
If the McAlester Lady Buffaloes are going to win this game tonight, I believe it's going to have to be done by scoring at a higher pace of what they've been doing most of the season. McAlester is averaging 37 points per game this year. They're going to have to get up towards the 45-point mark, I think, if they're going to have to beat the Lady Chargers here tonight. As it's 15-10 early, 1:44 left to go in the first. McAlester with the basketball out of the Coach Bashir's timeout. Knight is on the floor with Alberson, Mason, Zoomer, and Nystrom. Again, Lesnow to take an early seat here in the first quarter with 2 quick fouls. Zoomer, left front court, long pass to Alberson, right wing, the pump fake, shimmies to the left, takes the 3, too strong. Rebounded by Hall going the other way, left to right, has the numbers on the drive. There's a travel, and that's a great transition D by Avery Alberson, swiping at the ball, forcing the travel of Jalen Doan. 1:21 remaining in quarter number 1, and a 5-point McAlester deficit, their largest one of the game in this early first quarter. Alberson, cross-court pass, trying to find Shiley Mason, and again, it looked like it was a little too high for her. Second time this quarter we've seen that happen, and that'll be another turnover on McAlester. Still having troubles, but I'll say at a much lower pace than what we've seen against Durant, and before that, Will Rogers. Here's a long corner 3. Again, Matea Hall is now 3 of 3 from downtown, and it's 18-10. They have 12 out of their 18 points from three, and McAlester might have to get out of their comfort zone and guard beyond the perimeter a little bit more. Right wing Zoomer tries to answer back. She can't. Here is a fight for the rebound. Alberson has it in the low post, and Alberson, between two white jerseys, scores. And it's 18-12, and a much-needed bounce back there with the two. Here's a left wing pump and pass into the inside low post. It's going to be stolen by Zoomer. She wigglers her way out. Zoomer down the floor, 3-on-3 in transition. The drive here could be a charge, and it will be. That's a good call. Zoomer was trying to go up on Matea Hall, who planted her feet and took the charge, and that'll be Lady Charger basketball. I mean, it's in their name. They were.
Yeah. That's Zoomer's first, team fourth.
McAlester 4 fouls to Lady Chargers 1, and a 6-point Lady Charger lead. 23 seconds left in the opening quarter. Hall across the half-court line. Bounce pass to the right front court to Doan. Doan feeds it back between the rings to Harris. Harris back to Doan. Doan dribbling right. Finds a lane. Two is up over Shiley Mason and scores 20-12. 5 seconds left in the first. Zoomer across the half-court line to Alberson. Alberson, long three, high off the glass. There's the buzzer. There's the end of the first quarter. High-scoring first quarter, 20-12. Tulsa Memorial leads behind the three ball. We'll take a 60-second break and be back here on KNED.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester says bring on the monstrous discounts. Get up to $17,500 in discounts on every new Ram truck in stock, including all heavy duties. Use this savings to pay off those credit cards and other bills just in time for the holidays. Patriot makes your next Ram truck affordable, which allows you to pay off those pesky bills. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester. Stock number 24559, MSRP 75905.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy in addition to our other services. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Well, someone's going to have to stop Matea Hall if McAlster's going to win this ball game. She has hit 3 threes, accounting for 9 out of the 20 points. She's had more than those, though. And 20-12 is our score. McAlester down by 8, despite having one of their best scoring quarters of the season so far. McAlester with the basketball to begin quarter number 2, down again 20-12. Here's the three by Avery. Alberson finds the bottom of the bucket. Paying the goal, the quick trigger three from the deep corner mark leads to it being a 5-point game, 20-15. On the drive, floater is up, little too off. Rebounded offensively by Autumn Wright, and she was trying to walk the tightrope along the baseline, could not handle it, and she also lost control of the ball at the same time. So that'll lead to a turnover on the Lady Chargers, and McAlester will take the ball back, again down 20-15. But Avery Alberson hit a big three to be able to nearly cut the deficit in half. 5-point game now.
And that was the 8th turnover by the Lady Chargers, 7 on McAlester so far.
Past the high post to Mason, feeds it into the corner. Zoomer trying to drive baseline, denied. Trying to do it again. Lost control of the ball and could not handle it. Trying to get it around Trinity, Germany, who played lockdown defense right along that line. So McAlester coughs the ball up. 45 seconds into the second quarter in a 5-point game in which Tulsa Memorial leads. Pass to the right wing, thought about the long three again, was Hall. Guarded by Bodie Nystrom. Feed inside. Perfect pass, but the shot is wildly off. I don't think that one was blocked. They keep the ball back. Matea Hall, quick right wing three. She's 4 of 4. Another made three by Matea Hall. 12 out of the 23 points from her right hand on three-point attempts.
She is feeling it tonight.
15 of 23 points. Again, they were not a very good shooting team last year when it came to the three-point ball. Under 30%. Here's a pass to the high post. There's a loose ball, a lot of bumping and pushing, and we finally get a whistle. We'll see who it's going to be on. It's going to be on McAlester. That's going to be their 5th foul compared to Tulsa Memorial's 1, but I thought there was some pushing a little bit in the high post. But they're going to call that one on, looks like
Bodie Nystrom.
Bodie Nystrom. That'll be her first. Team first. 23-15. I know it's easier said than done, but If you can find a way to be able to maybe even double team Matea Hall, you take your chances with the rest of the four. That's how good she is. Baseline jumper is up and banked in from nearly the corner. That's a great shot by Sakaya, Germany. Coach Bashirs will take another timeout as now the deficit is double digits. This will be a 60, 25-15. McAlester down by 10, 6:24 left in the half here on KNED.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
Running into an old friend is nice. Running into a total stranger, well, not so good. Now, you don't need help from Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop for those greetings with friends, but if you have one of those unwanted encounters with a stranger, give Buck Wilson a call at 918-423-3161. They are expert craftsmen, specialists. They can straighten out your situation. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester. Again, call 918-423-3161.
So, Nate, as we're looking at the score, 25-15, 6:24 left to go in the first half. There's a lot of wide open shots that are being made by the Lady Chargers.
Right. Tulsa Memorial right now 5 of 6 from three-point range. And I'm pretty sure all of them have come from Hall here tonight.
With the exception of one. The other one was made by, I believe it was Trinity, Germany, but I could be wrong. No, it was Jalen Doan hit the other three.
That's right.
McAlester, though, is down 25-15, trying to answer back high post. Avery Albertson double team, lost the ball, trying to get it back as Zoomer. And now there's a double team as Charlie Mason has got a Lady Charger in a headlock. She had Jalen Doan. And that's going to be an easy foul call here by the official. She's trying to get her hands in on the ball, but she accidentally
reached around the net.
Got too much the neck there, Jalen Doan.
That's her first team second of the second quarter.
2 minutes into quarter number 2, Matea Hall will pass across the half-court line back over to Doan, right wing. Doan lob into the corner. Germany takes a spot up 3. This one's a little too strong. No, they're 5 of 7. It seems like a collective heat check. Here's the drive. Zoomer to the right wing. Zoomer now going baseline. Over to Lady Chargers. She scores from the baseline. And McAllister's now down 25-17. By the way, before that last missed 3, there was 5 consecutive made 3s. Is going coast to coast and missing is Doan. Getting out of there with a rebound is Zoomer. Zoomer is pushed down the far sideline by Matea Hall as she was going in front of the scores table. And that'll be a foul. Only the second one of the game on the Lady Chargers. That one's on Matea Hall, just her first. Taylor Williams checks in for the first time tonight, in for Kaylee Knight. So on the floor for the Lady Buffaloes, down 25-17. 5:33 left in the half is Albertson, Zoomer, Mason, Williams, and Nystrom. Double team. Zoomer works to the right side off the screen by Williams. A cross-court pass over to Albertson is dangerous, and it finds its way over to Germany. Again, Albertson maybe should have gotten charged with the foul there. A little bit too much contact with Germany, but it's obvious today they're letting them play both sides. That's what you want to be able to ask for. Inbound into to the front court, back over to Albertson, who inbounded the ball. Zoomer retrieves the ball back from Albertson to the circle. Back to Albertson. Long left wing 3. Looks good, a little off. Hits the right side of the rim. Offensive board. No, taken away by Nystrom by Germany. Nystrom had the board, but kept the ball a little bit too low. Allowed Sakai, Germany, to come in and swipe it right from her. 3 minutes into the second quarter. It's an 8-point McAlester deficit. Pass the high post. No look pass to the baseline. Back out to the right wing. Unsuspecting the pass, but taking it is Trinity, Germany. Back to the top of the key. Driving in. Hall. Masterclass, but can't finish at the rim. Missed shot, rebounded by Albertson. Albertson, 3-on-4, doesn't have the numbers, waits on her offense. Stops, feeds into the paint. Nystrom, no look pass, out to the far corner. Mason can't hit the 3. Offensive rebound, Taylor Williams can't put it back in. Now we have Bodie Nystrom with the offensive board, triple teamed in the low post. Tries to go up for 2. Probably should have gotten a whistle there, but does not get the foul call. Rebounded by the Lady Chargers, moving the other way. Hall, right wing, takes the spot up 3. That one is almost in after it hit the rim and hit the glass, but it falls and allows Zoomer to get the board. Zoomer traveling down the floor, baseline jumper, up and good. Man, she is awesome from mid-range tonight.
She's got 10.
That is, again, Camry Zoomer with 10 of the 19 points for the Lady Buffaloes. 4 minutes left to go in the second quarter. 25-19, ball comes loose, taken back by the Lady Chargers, back out to the right wing. Driving, Hall, low post, 2 is missed. Good defense by Nystrom. She's got the rebound, trying to get away from a couple Lady Chargers, and we'll have a foul called here. This one will be on Hall, her second personal. Got too much of the arm of Nystrom.
Now that would be big if you could get her into foul trouble if you're McAlester.
Like I said, Lady Chargers have a lot of really good players from the team that can shoot the ball well, but the offense obviously flows through Matea Hall. McAlester, though, has been able to make up some points, though, and make up on this deficit despite not having Rylan Lesnow on the floor for the entire second quarter so far, who is McAllister's leading scorer. Bounce pass high post. They had an open lady in Williams along the baseline. Just didn't see her there. Stolen, intercepted. Going the other way, Doan. Doan stopping. Looking for a trailing Germany. Now pass to the left wing. Hall thought about a step back 3. Gets into the corner. Doan for 3. Doan is off. We have a rebound by Hampton, who gets it back out to the left wing. Excuse me, that was right to the top of the key. Hall driving in. Hall for 2. And we got a charge! Matea Hall picks up her third foul. As that is Bodie Nystrom, I believe, that took the damage, and she'll take the ball and give Matea Hall, I'm spitting bars over here, her third foul. Third team foul, and all 3 of those fouls have been on Matea Hall in the quarter.
And she's staying in.
Now they're bringing her in.
She was staying in for just a second.
She may not play for the remainder of the half here. McAllister's got to take advantage of that. Down right now by 6, 25-19. Zoomer dribbles left, high pass to the high post. That is Williams working off, tries to pass. No, she went up with the shot. It was blocked by Germany, but straight to a Lady Charger with the rebound. And having trouble with the ball is Doan, trying to feed it to a trailing Lady Charger. Could not handle it. It was Bria Hampton. So Lady Buffaloes get the ball back, down by 6. Again, 3 minutes on the clock left in the half. And what's been a fast-moving game so far. Zoomer in the front court. Passes between the rings to Albertson. Tries to lob it down to the low post. Nystrom has it. Working out the pivot foot, starts her dribble. Can't go very far before she has to pick it back up. Back outside to Mason, to the circle. Back over to Albertson. Dribbles left. Trying to direct traffic. She picks up her dribble. Feed to the baseline. Nystrom looking for a cutting Lady Buffalo, and there was, again, miscommunication leading to another steal. That's really been the problem for McAlester tonight, just miscommunication, not being where they need to be. Right wing 3 is in the air. It's a high one. It's off the back iron. Good box out and rebound by Mason. Mason feeds it across over to Zoomer. 2:19 left in the half. Zoomer driving, pulls up from the right elbow. Can't get the 2 to go. We have an offensive board. Bodie Nystrom up for 2, and she scores. Lady Buffaloes have gone on a 6-0 run since going down 25-15. It's now 25-21. 2:04 left in the half.
Nystrom's got 4 points today.
In the corner, picking up her dribble. Dangerous, but he to Germany to the near corner. Hampton for 3. Hampton can't get that one to go. Rebounded by Zoomer down the far sideline. Zoomer right past her defender. Zoomer passed another one. She's tripped up and she's fouled. 4th foul on the Lady Chargers here in this quarter. That's going to be on Jalen Doan, just her first, but team 4th. One more foul. She's in McAlester at the free throw line for the remainder of the quarter. 1:51 left in it. As Rylan Lesnow checks in for the first time in the second quarter, playing with 2 fouls here.
Checked in for Taylor Williams.
Inbound to Zoomer, back to Albertson. Albertson pumps back to the top of the key. Zoomer dribbling left side. Floater is in the air, and it rattled out. Offensive board. Rylan Lesnow can't get that one to go, and Germany's got the rebound behind the backboard. Couple of chances there. McAlester contested, couldn't make it fall. 90 seconds left in the half, and a 4-point Tulsa Memorial lead. They led for most of the first half so far. Pass on to the logo. Around the world to the far corner. Doan for 3. Doan airballed it. Zoomer's got another rebound.
She's got 7 already. All of them on the defensive side.
Right wing into the low post. Going up for 2 is Bodie Nystrom. They almost blew the whistle. The official down along the baseline was getting ready to raise his hand and blow the whistle. Left it alone. That's going to be a block there, but it'll still be McAlester basketball along the baseline. Lady Chargers had 3 blocks a game against McAlester last year. Albertson's got to be quick. Good look into the low post to Mason. Mason goes up with the shot, blocked it, and it rolls loose over to a Lady Charger. Another block by the Lady Chargers. We've had a lot of blocks in this game, just in general. Top of the key, stopping just inside the 3-point line, finding a cutting Lady Charger. Floater is up, and somehow that banked in. A line drive shot by Trinity Germany, and that ends a 6-0 McAlester run. It's now 27-21. McAlester is trailing by 6. 45 seconds left in the half. Mason Back to left snap to the left wing into the corner. Albertson wide open, corner three. It's a little strong. Ball's in the air, being fought for. Nystrom can't handle it, and it rolls off of her out of bounds. Opportunities there for rebounds. They just cannot get it and put it back in. It's happened a couple of times for Lady Buffaloes. I feel like they're, what's the rebound battle looking like right now?
McAlester is out-rebounding Tulsa Memorial 16-10.
30 seconds left in the half, 27-21. McAlester going on a little bit of a scoring drought here with Matea Hall on the bench, which is not what you wanted. Right wing to the top of the key. Swinging it over to the left wing. Looks like with the ball is Germany. Across the court to the right wing, Hampton feeds it down low to Sakai. Sakai can't handle the ball. It's intercepted by Avery Albertson to head over for Lesnow. Lesnow in the clear. Layup is good. 5 seconds left in the half. Let's see if we have a final shot here. Germany will go three-quarter court shot. Doesn't have enough oomph, and that's the end of the half. McAlester gets a steal and score to lead to a 4-point deficit at the break. 27-23, McAlester trails. We'll be back in about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, with our halftime stats and keys to the second half here on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
So, checking accounts. There seems like a ton to choose from, right? I was looking for one that didn't charge monthly fees, with bounce protection, and had mobile banking. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. The bonus is that they're local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in checking options. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Fenton Nissan, we keep you moving with our wide selection of pre-owned vehicles.
Every pre-owned vehicle receives a 126-point inspection.
We have close relationships with over 20 financial institutions to keep you moving in a new-to-you vehicle of your dreams.
Visit Fenton Nissan for a great selection of pre-owned vehicles, great trade-in values, and the best deal.
Don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
When winter winds blow icy and rare, McAlester knows Freeze and Flare's always there. From frosty nights to winter's chill, we'll keep you warm with expert skill. Heat pumps, furnaces, service that's fair, don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Mechanical license number 001444485. We're licensed, bonded, and insured.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester says bring on the monstrous discounts. Get up to $17,500 in discounts on every new Ram truck in stock, including all heavy duties. Use this savings to pay off those credit cards and other bills just in time for the holidays. Patriot makes your next Ram truck affordable, which allows you to pay off those pesky bills. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester. Stock number 24559, MSRP 75905.
Coach Courtney Bashir is looking for her first win as a head coach for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes. 27-23, the McAlester Lady Buffaloes currently trail, but they're right in it. I mean, if it wasn't for the 3 ball of the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers, this is a completely different game. After they missed their first 3, they made 5 in a row. They went cold since then, but they're still doing pretty well when you consider all things at the break. Let's look at our halftime stats, brought to you by First Realty, as McAlester again trails 27-23. Again, First Realty, 602 South 2nd Street, McAlester. Call 918-423-3122 or visit first-realty.net.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs, whether residential or commercial. First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. And don't forget, if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. If you have questions, give us a call at 918-423-3122.
All right, Cambry Zoomer was your leading scorer here today, or so far. Game's not over yet. We're only at halftime. She's got 10 points here today on 5 of 8 shooting from the field. She does have 7 rebounds already in the first half. It's a pretty good day at the office so far.
That's already past her average, by the way. She's matched her average in points per game and already passed her average in rebounds per game in one half.
I'd say that's pretty good.
Not bad.
She also has 2 steals on the day. Next up, you have Avery Alverson. Man, words are hard today. I don't know what's going on. She's got 5 points on the day so far. She's got 2 rebounds and a steal. Bodie Nystrom has 4 points on 50% shooting from the field. She does have 3 rebounds, 2 of those being offensive. And then Rylan Lesnow has 4 points. She does have, she did miss basically the entire second quarter in foul trouble with 2 fouls. She did have 2 rebounds, along with 3 blocks in the first half, which was just a masterclass on the defensive side for her so far. Shiley Mason doesn't have any points, but she has recorded 2 blocks and a defensive rebound. Let's see. Taylor Williams also has recorded an offensive rebound, and that is it for your individual scores. Now we'll move over to our team stats. McAlester and Tulsa Memorial shooting basically dead even from the field. McAlester is 11 of 27 for 41% from the field. Tulsa Memorial, 10 of 27 from the field, good for 37%. The difference right now, Tulsa Memorial, 5 of 13 from 3, good for 38%. McAlester, just 1 of 7 from 3. But McAlester is out-rebounding the Lady Chargers right now, 16-10. And then in the turnover battle, McAlester only has 10 turnovers compared to Tulsa Memorial's 13. McAlester does have 5 blocks on the day as well.
And one more stat. We have 2 songs combined into one. You're hearing Soulja Boy combined with Ain't No Love in Oklahoma, and I just had to point that out.
I do love this remix. I've heard it before.
I dig it. So when we're looking at the second half here, again, that kind of got away from me there, but I'm over here dancing kind of over here on the near side.
I mean, they were playing the Cupid Shuffle during our commercial
Were you
break.
about to just start shuffling across the floor?
I wanted to.
27-23 if McAlester can come back and win this one. We're going to be looking at a lot of dancing here today. McAlester was down by as many as 10 points. So if we look to the second half, what are some keys to the second half for McAlester to be able to take the lead and maybe get their first win of the year?
You're going to want to close out on the three-point shooters as well. Basically Hall. You need to close out on her a little bit better and attack her on the defensive side because she does have 3 fouls. Get her that 4th foul early in the third quarter. And this is anyone's game. And, I mean, it still is anyone's game. But you get her into serious foul trouble, get her those 2 more fouls, and you are in prime position to win this game.
And if she has to sit it all with foul trouble in the second half, you have to pounce on the Lady Chargers offensively when she's not on the floor. Because you have to take advantage of it. That's when you need to make your runs. When Hall went off of the floor, McAlester was only able to make up about 4 points. So they need to do a little bit better. Again, they had about 4 points in that 3.5-minute span. So we'll see if the Lady Buffaloes can do a little bit better in the second half. But also that means they were able to get the second half with Rylan Lesnow and only 2 fouls. So she's got a little bit more to work with. Again, she's fouled out in half of the games that they played. But when she's on the floor, man, she is such a difference maker. So if they can continue to, not just offensively, you saw how well she was guarding Matea Hall in the post and outside the perimeter. So
well, she's got 3 blocks on the day.
And she had 2 blocks coming into this game on the season. So pretty nice day at the office for Rylan Lesnow as well. So we'll look at and see what the second half has in store for us. Those are your halftime stats brought to you by First Realty, 602 South 2nd Street, McAlester. Call 918-423-3122 or visit first-realty.net. We'll be back in 90 seconds. McAlester trails at the break here in the ladies' game, 27-23 in T-Town against the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers at Veterans Arena.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same-day or next-day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy in addition to our other services. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
Running into an old friend is nice. Running into a total stranger, well, not so good. Now, you don't need help from Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop for those greetings with friends, but if you have one of those unwanted encounters with a stranger, give Buck Wilson a call at 918-423-3161. They are expert craftsmen, specialists. They can straighten out your situation. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester. Again, call 918-423-3161.
We have 8 minutes out of the oven here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes trail 27-23, and we have now flipped sides. McAlester will be on the left side of the half-court line when they shoot the ball. Excuse me, the Lady Chargers will be on the left side of the half-court line when they shoot the ball, as they currently have the ball to be able to begin quarter number 3. And McAlester will be shooting on the right side. Currently, again, Tulsa with the basketball, as we have a pass to the high post, back outside, far corner 3. It's up in the air and way too strong by Mateo. That's not Mateo Hall. Who is that? That's number 25, Aaliyah Harris, who went up for the 3. And there was a foul by Knight after the 3 and was well after it was taken. But it was going to be a rebound by McAlester. Now they just give the ball back. So that's going to be Knight's first personal foul.
First in the second half.
As that gives, again, the Lady Chargers the ball back. Into the corner, Harris with the basketball. Harris guarded up by Knight, who just recorded that last foul. Harris picks up her dribble, guarded well by Knight. Has to get it out by the half-court line, out to the left wing with the drive, stopping is Germany. Back outside, over to Sakaya Germany, to the top of the key, swings it around quickly to the corner. Spin move by Harris, guarded up well by Knight. Good look inside, 2 is up, high off the glass, and late whistle. They're going to count the 2 and 1. That was a very late whistle. The ball was well through the hoop and hit the hardwood by the time they gave Trinity Germany. That is the right call, but boy, that was a late whistle. That'll give Trinity Germany a chance to complete the 3-point play. The foul's on Shiley Mason, her second personal, and the second team foul on McAlester just 40 seconds into the third. And the free throw is back iron, but goes straight to a Lady Charger. Back up high. Clearing it out over to Doan. Doan driving in, lost the ball in the process, and was last touched by Doan on the dribble. So now McAlester gets their finally first possession. 2 shots in, and 47 seconds later. 29-23, McAlester trails by 6. McAlester trying to beat a press. They do so with the pass over to Knight. Knight feeds into the corner. Alberson to a trailing Zoomer, pumps and drives into the paint, pulls up, pop and shot, can't fall. She hasn't had any points since she scored 10 in the first quarter. 6:54 left to go in the third. I believe that was 10 all in the quarter, right? No, she had some in the second?
Yeah.
Pass to the high post. Hall gets it back outside. Germany for 3, left it short. Rebounded by Alberson out by the high post. She'll hand it off over to Zoomer with 6:36 left in the third. Right wing, Alberson, overhead pass to the circle. Knight looking left, dribbles right. Now a quick pass over to Alberson. Facing this 2-3 zone defense, a little bit of a hybrid, 2-3-3-2. Cross-court pass near corner. Quick shot by Alberson is off. We have a rebound inside the paint by Harris, and she takes it down the floor. 6:12 remaining in quarter number 3 with a bounce past the high post. Hall tries driving on Les now. Jump stops, and we'll have a foul in the low post.
I believe the foul's going to be on
Les now, man. Again, that's now the third foul on her, but again, 2 of those 3 fouls that she's recorded, I don't think that you can really give that one to her. Yes, she's the one that's guarding her the most, but the foul, the actual contact that you're seeing is someone closing in on Hall. Here's an inbound low post. Hall goes up for a while, 2, misses the shot. Rebounded again by Alberson. Let's see if Zoomer tries to push it as she takes her way down the floor. Pass inside. Good look for Rylan Lesnow, who creates separation and scores down by the right block. And the Lady Buffaloes pull it back to a 4-point deficit, the same thing that they had at halftime. 5:45 left in the third. Hall pulls up baseline jumper, nothing but net. Quick answer back by the Memorial senior. Across half court line, Albertson thought about dribbling inside and drives it over to Rylan Lesnow, who ran the length of the court to receive the ball from Avery Albertson. And once again, Lady Buffaloes pull it within 4. Doan to Harris. Harris guarded well by Knight. And now losing the ball, Albertson nearly stole it. Harris still in the backcourt. It's rolling around still in the backcourt. They got to get it across, and they do so, finding Germany. Germany stops to a trailing Lady Charger to the top of the key. Doan takes the 3 and banks it in. What a wild sequence of events. They nearly lost the ball 5 or 6 times, and it leads to a bank-in 3 from the top of the key by Jalen Doan. 34-27, McAlester all of a sudden down by 7 again. Under 5 minutes left in the third. Back over to Albertson. Albertson bounce pass off of a Lady Charger. Will stay with McAlester. Let's just break down again that last sequence of events. Again, nearly 4 or 5 turnovers before they even crossed the half-court line. Then it looked like it was a possible travel along the left wing. Leads to an open 3 by Doan, who can't get the 3 to fall. There's a steal by the Lady Chargers going the other way. Doan, who just hit that 3, stops in the low post. Quick to a travel. Left wing 3 is on the way. This one's in and out by Trinity Germany, and we have a whistle down on the floor again. And it will be on the Lady Buffaloes again.
That was going to be on Mason.
That's her third. And quickly, McAlester with 4 fouls to none by the Lady Chargers. With 4:42 left in the third, one more foul puts the Lady Chargers in the free throw line the remainder of the quarter. And just ripping the ball loose from Matea Hall is Avery Albertson. Give me that. Feeds it to a trailing Zoomer, pulls up right wing 3, leaves that short. With the rebound, 1 and done. Lady Buffaloes go. Autumn Wright brought it down. Doan pulls up, mid-range jumper on the other side, got it to go. Jalen Doan is very good. She is someone that pairs very well with Matea Hall. And she's guarding Cambry Zoomer right now with her team up by 9. Cross-court pass on a bounce over to Albertson. Albertson pulls up left wing 3. Need it, doesn't get it. Leaves it short. In the low post, we have a rebound by no one. I think you can go ahead and give Mason that one. We do have a foul on the Lady Chargers. It'll be the first one on them in the second half so far. The foul is on number 12, Zakaya Germany, just her first.
And one thing I've noticed, we haven't seen a jump ball today.
That's very true. Did not even think about that. And Zakaya Germany takes a seat. We do have a stoppage here.
Official speaking with the scorers table. And looks like we might be checking fouls here. I mean, at least that'd be my guess.
That's only her first, though, but that might be what I'm looking at as well.
I mean, do we have any jersey potential, like mismatches or something?
I'm not sure, but Bodie Nystrom's getting ready to check in for McAlester. 4:01 is left to go in the third quarter with McAlester trailing by 9, 36-27. Behind, once again, the 3 ball of the Lady Chargers. While we are looking to see what is going on, Nate, I'll leave you to kind of just look at this while I look down at my sponsor sheet. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, the Bank A, Fenton Nissan, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram McAlester, McAlester Direct Primary Care, Stipe Law Firm, and Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop. So as we check the discrepancies at the scores table, Germany comes back into the game. So there's something going on there. They do allow Bodie Nystrom to check in for Knight. But Germany has to check right back in. So an inbound along the baseline after all that. Albertson is looking. Can't find anyone. Has to out it. Over to Zoomer. Right wing. Pump. Floater. Baseline. Can't get it to go. McAllister's shot continues to struggle here in the third quarter. Only 3 points. 3:50 left in the third. Left wing 3's on the way. This one's wildly off, but an offensive rebound hits the bottom of the rim after they went back up with a 2. Still another offensive rebound. Top of the key, Hall driving in. Goes up with the floater, and the fingertip roll falls in. And it's the largest lead of the game for the Lady Chargers. 38-27. Coach Bashirs needs a timeout to talk things over with their ladies. 3:37 left in the third. 11-point Tulsa Memorial lead here on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
It's been a game of runs so far, and Tulsa Memorial has went on the bigger ones. Lady Buffaloes brought it to a 4-point game, but since then, there's been a 7-0 run by the Lady Chargers, again, fueled mainly by the 3-ball. It's falling at a little bit of a lower percentage than it was in the first half, but still pretty high for the Lady Chargers compared to where they were last year.
Right now, they're at 33%, 6 of 18. McAlester, 1 of 10 from 3-point range.
38-27, McAllister's got to be able to find a way to get their shot fall. Only 3 points so far in the third quarter. Driving in, Rylan Lesnow. Maybe she can do it herself. Rylan Lesnow drives to the rack, splits the defenders, and makes it a 9-point game once again, 38-29. Here's a lob pass taken by Doan near sideline. Doan trying to get around Zoomer, lobs it across the half-court line, and retrieving it is Trinity Germany into the corner. Zakiah Germany, air ball, too short, and we have a foul in the low post. It's going to be on Mason. That'll be her 4th foul, as getting the offensive rebound was Autumn Wright. That is foul number 5, so Autumn Wright will get some free throws here. Again, McAlester just received their 5th foul of the third quarter. Tulsa Memorial has had 1. What has the foul count been like so far tonight, Nate, if you can get the chance to look at it?
It's been 11 fouls on McAlester to 6 on Memorial.
Wright misses the first free throw. What was the free throw count like if you have a little bit of time here?
1 free throw from McAlester, 6 attempts. It's number 7 coming up.
So just
not
a lot of free throws tonight either, though. Second free throw is just way off, and we have a lane violation anyway on the Lady Chargers, so it'll lead to McAlester getting the ball. The only downside to that foul was you get your 4th one on Shiley Mason.
Right. And it looks like Kaylee Knight, I would imagine, would be checking in for at the next stop.
Pass the left wing, Alberson. Bounce pass to Zoomer, high post. Zoomer lost the ball in the left elbow, but too much contact being made here by a Lady Charger. Hall was in the area, but I don't think it's going to be on Hall. It's on Trinity Germany.
That's her first.
Yeah, just her first. Second team foul of the third. So Mason checks out, Knight comes in. And this will be a baseline inbound left of the glass for Alberson. She slaps the ball and looks for an open lady to come her way. Alberson can't find anyone, tries to find to a cutting Zoomer, and Zoomer couldn't handle the pass. Stolen by Autumn Wright, and here comes Matea Hall with a 9-point lead. 38-29 McAlester trails, 2:45 left in the third. Hall thought about the top of the key 3, bounce pass right wing, Doan, floater on the way, short, rebounded by Lesnow. Across the half-court line, left wing, Alberson feeds it back to a cutting Zoomer. Zoomer with the left hand, got it to go. Cambry Zoomer with a head full of steam, still able to have the control to make that shot. 38-31, McAlester now down by 7. A wild pass is retrieved by Doan right before it goes out, a bounds along the baseline. Pass back across the court over to Hall. Hall mid-range jumper can't go. We have a ball that's loose, taken back by Doan. Offensive rebound by the Lady Chargers. Left wing, Harris feeds it back. Doan takes the corner 3. Doan got it. She's the only other Lady Charger to hit a 3. She's hit 3 of them herself, to 4 made by Matea Hall. It's what's kept them in the lead. 41-31 is our score. McAlester back down by double digits. Pass dangerous into the paint, stolen by Autumn Wright. 1:55 left in the third. All across the half-court line, guarded up by Alberson. Has to stop, tries to cross over Alberson. Alberson on her like a gnat. Good move, though, by Hall. Takes a long 2 from inside the perimeter. Can't make the shot fall. Rebounded again by Lesnow. 1:40 left in the third. Cross-court pass, dangerous again. Almost stolen by Zakiah Germany. It gets batted out of bounds into the McAlester cheerleaders.
Trinity Germany checking back in for the Chargers. Doan checking out.
Alberson will inbound baseline. The Chargers have been pretty good at inbounding along the baseline here so far. They do get it to the corner. Zoomer on the floater. Zoomer looked like she was fouled, but no whistle. Block shot instead by Trinity Germany. And Lady Chargers have the rebound. Again, we've only had 1 free throw attempted by the Lady Buffaloes tonight. Sorry to our free throw sponsor, Big V Feed Center. To the left wing, Trinity Germany feeds the high post to right. Back outside near corner. Sakai back to Trinity. Bounce pass. They're working along that pyramid there. On the drive in, we have a lost ball. They're going to say a block shot instead. Who would you say was closest to that? Either Nystrom or Lesnow. If it's Lesnow, that's our 4th block of the game.
was probably going to give it to us now.
1:13 remaining in the third. I didn't think anyone touched that ball, though.
I didn't either.
Low post, Hall up for a tough two, and again, a late whistle, and it's going to go against Rylan Lesnow here to get her fourth foul. Matea Hall, who just looked like she hit the deck, no, they're going to call it on Knight.
I will absolutely take that.
Well, again, yeah, that's only Knight's second. That would have been Lesnow's fourth. But again, I didn't see a whole lot there to be able to maybe draw the foul. The free throw is missed again, and Hall is wondering what's up with her tonight, because if she makes this next free throw, that'll be the third consecutive time she's gone 1 of 2 from the line tonight. Lady Chargers not taking advantage of their free throw attempts. They're 2 of 8. And make that 2 of 9. And do we have a lane violation? Are you kidding? McAlester had no one around them to try to rebound this ball except for the shooter Hall, and they had a lane violation. That leads to another chance for Hall after she missed a free throw.
I got to say, Brandon, that cannot happen.
That cannot happen. There's no one down low to rebound for the Lady Chargers. They're giving you the basketball. Next free throw is made, and that's the difference here. Not saying free throws is, but you can't make mistakes like that. Hall has to check out, or she will check out. She doesn't have to. She's done a good job of not picking up her fourth foul here in the third quarter. McAlester now down by 11, 42-31, past the left wing, 1:03 left to go in the third. Top of the key, Lesnow dribbles right. Looks for an open lady, finds Alberson high post. Alberson back outside, near corner three by Zoomer. Zoomer airballs it. McAlester ice cold from three. Zoomer trying to get the ball back, and it will go out of bounds. Zoomer does force the turnover. Hustle play on the other side of the floor. The only one there with 2 Lady Chargers in the vicinity. Gives McAlester another chance to be able to cut into this 11-point deficit. Alberson looking, feeds a low post. Lesnow, hook shot on the way, too strong. Rebounded by Wright. Zoomer took it right back with an interception. Zoomer has her shot blocked out of bounds beyond the backboard. And again, Zoomer says, I'll just do it myself. It ain't nothing but a thing. Just get the ball back. What, like it's hard? Alberson looks, has to out it over to Knight. In the left wing, back to the corner. Alberson bounce pass low post. Nystrom, hook shot on the way. Can't get it to go. And we have a foul inside the paint. This one's a late whistle too, but McAlester will take it. I know they feel like they're due one here. This is only going to be the second and third free throw attempts of the game for the Lady Buffaloes. This trip to the charity stripe brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951.
That's second foul on Trinity Germany, team third.
And Bodie Nystrom hits the free throw. Lady Buffaloes back down by 10, 36 seconds left in the third. It is 42-32, Tulsa Memorial. Second free throw by Nystrom. Rattles out, pinballed out. Rebounded by Sakai, Germany. 30 seconds left in the third. Across the floor over to Doan. Doan quick dribbles to the high post, pulls up, left elbow two, no good. Long bounce, just an unlucky bounce for the Lady Buffaloes, leads to another offensive rebound for the Lady Chargers, who could decide to take the last shot here with 18 seconds remaining in the quarter. Pass high post right, back outside. Playing keep away now against McAllister's zone defense. Looks like a 2-3 zone. 10 seconds left in the third. Zoomer closes in on her ball handler, Trinity Germany. Pass is batted, taken back by the Lady Chargers outside the perimeter. Back to right. Right prayer shot is not answered, and that will be the end of the quarter. Put those fours up in the air, Lady Buffalo fans. It's 42-32. McAlester got to find their shot in the fourth quarter if they want to complete this comeback. Again, a 10-point game going into the fourth here on KNED.
So, checking accounts. There seems like a ton to choose from, right? I was looking for one that didn't charge monthly fees, with bounce protection, and had mobile banking. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. The bonus is that they're local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in checking options. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal House.
At Fenton Nissan, we keep you moving with our wide selection of pre-owned vehicles.
Every pre-owned vehicle receives a 126-point inspection.
We have close relationships with over 20 financial institutions to keep you moving in a new-to-you vehicle of your dreams.
Visit Fenton Nissan for a great selection of pre-owned vehicles, great trade-in values, and the best deal.
Don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
Quarter number 4, here we are. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes are down 42-32 to the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers, scoring at a higher percentage than they really have so far this season. Their season high is 45. They've had 32 now going into the fourth quarter. Down, though, still 42-32 behind a stellar three-point ball by the Lady Chargers tonight. McAlester currently has the ball. Left wing, big three on the way by Albertson. Can't go. McAlester continues to struggle from three as that is last touched by the shooter out of bounds.
I believe they're 1 of 12 entering the fourth quarter now.
Not really a great three-point shooting team to begin with. Only 20% three-point shooting team on the season for the Lady Buffaloes. Down by 10, but they know that they need those if they're going to win this game. Here's a intercepted over to Knight. Knight now to Lesnow, who had some contact. They'll give it back over to Lesnow after she lost the ball. Right block two. I don't know. It fell. Who cares? 7:25 left in the game. 42-34. I don't know how Rylan Lesnow was able to force that turnover, as we got another one here, forced by Knight, stolen by Albertson. Excuse me, that's Zoomer. Zoomer's now on the floor with the ball. We'll have our first tie ball of the game. It'll be going over to the Lady Chargers, but McAlester upping the pressure here in the fourth quarter, despite a couple of Lady Buffaloes being in foul trouble. 42-34, the Lady Buffaloes are down by 8, 45 seconds into the final quarter. Hall will inbound, McAlester will press. Inbound to Germany, back to Hall. Hall lost the ball. Knight with a steal. Knight ahead over to Zoomer. Wide open layup is up and good, and the Lady Buffaloes are now down by 6. Hall calls a timeout. 7:07 left to go in the game. 42-36. McAlester trying to come back here on KNED.
When winter winds blow icy and rare, McAlester knows Freeze and Flare's always there. From frosty nights to winter's chill, we'll keep you warm with expert skill. Heat pumps, furnaces, service that's fair, don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Mechanical license number 0014445. We're licensed, bonded, and insured.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester says bring on the monstrous discounts. Get up to $17,500 in discounts on every new Ram truck in stock, including all heavy duties. Use this savings to pay off those credit cards and other bills just in time for the holidays. Patriot makes your next Ram truck affordable, which allows you to pay off those pesky bills. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester. Stock number 24559, MSRP 75905.
Welcome back to Veterans Arena here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the home of the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers and Chargers. And right now, McAlester is down by 10 to enter the fourth quarter. Under a minute has gone by, and McAllister's cut it now to a 6-point deficit. McAlester continues to press, and this time the Lady Chargers beat it, but they're still in trouble here, and they do get the ball back. Trinity Germany on the drive, gives over to Hall. Hall will be fouled. Again, another late whistle kind of coming in. Do believe that one is the correct call. I'd say they have a pretty good vantage point on that side of the floor. Hall took a little bit too much contact. The foul will be on
Taylor Williams. That is her team first of the fourth quarter.
I think he'll take that, though.
Yeah.
First free throw is up and good. Clings off the iron, kisses the glass, and falls. Lady Chargers have not been very good from the line tonight. They are now 4 of 11.
Bodie Nystrom checks in for Taylor Williams.
Second free throw is good, though. I say that. That's the first time they've gone 2-2 from the line tonight.
They are 5 of 11 from the free throw line today.
Back to an 8-point game, 44-36. Top of the key, Lesnow bounce pass side post. Zoomer dribbles back out beyond the perimeter. Cross-court pass looking for Albertson. Stolen. But not being able to handle it, I guess you can keep that steal away. Trinity Germany had the steal and was going to have a wide open 2 on the other side, just could not handle the ball moving across the half-court line. So McAlester will gladly take that ball back. No harm, no foul. Zoomer passes it to the top of the key. Albertson looks around. Overhead pass back to Zoomer. Left wing 3. Needed it. They got it. Paint it gold. Their first made 3 since the first quarter. And the Lady Buffaloes pull it within 5. 44-39. Courtesy of Cambry Zoomer. As now we'll have a foul on Bodie Nystrom. Feet were moving just a little bit too much, but first off, a little bit slow to get off the floor here is Trinity Germany, and you just hope she's okay. And she's about to go back down to the floor. Looks like she'll stay in the game, but she was in a lot of pain after that contact that was made with Bodie Nystrom. That was her second personal foul, by the way, second team foul on the Lady Buffs here in the fourth. Wright comes in for Sakaya Germany. 44-39, McAlester down by 5. Germany to the right wing, into the corner. Harris working off her pivot foot, guarded up by Nystrom. Pass back to the right wing to Doan. Doan high post to right. Right, looking for a cutting lady. No one was open. Has to get it back out beyond the perimeter. Hall takes a near corner three with the hand in her face. Missed shot. Rebounded by Knight. Knight taking it in transition. Alberson waits. Feeds it over to Lesnow. Lesnow in the low post. Lesnow scores, and McAlester brings it back within 3. 44-41. They're on a 7-0 run. Knight almost ripped the ball loose, and they're going to call a foul on Kaylee Knight.
That absolutely should have been a jump ball.
I think that probably should have been a jump ball. You can decide for yourself if you're watching on the video stream.
That's Knight's third. Team third in the fourth quarter.
So Lady Buffaloes will take a step back after they were pressing there. Doan, across the half-court line, left front court. Against the 2-3 McAlester zone. Tries penetrating it. Has to stop along the free throw line and get it back out. Germany trying to drive on Alberson to the right side. Stops still inside, outside the perimeter. Now over to Hall. Hall driving. 2 is up and good. McAlester really didn't want to give up a foul there, so they let her have that layup. It's 46-41. Those are the first 2 points of the fourth quarter by the Lady Chargers. Right wing Knight. Knight to the high post. That should have been a foul. Now driving in is Lesnow. Lesnow does not care. Gets the 2 points right back. 46-43. 5:15 left in the game. McAlester trying to get the ball back by pressing here. Germany, double team, passes across that court line, coming loose. It takes it back by Hall. Now it's stolen by Zoomer on an attempted pass to the low post. Zoomer down the floor to Alberson. Alberson left wing to Knight between the rings. Knight back to Alberson. Thought about the 3 to tie it. Zoomer will take the shot instead. Can't get it to go. On target, just a little short. And it's rebounded by Hall on the other side of the glass. If that had just about an inch more oomph, we have a tie game here in T-Town. 46-43. Alberson nearly was able to get a steal off of Doan. Doan gets it back in, drives, and Doan is going to be fouled in the low post.
Oh, no.
This one could be on Lesnow. It's either on Lesnow or Knight. And it's on Lesnow. It's going to be her fourth, correct?
Yep.
4:38 left in the game.
And she has a new career high in points, by the way. She got 16 today.
Beating her previous career high of 15. Inbound low post. Hall goes up for 2. Missed the shot. Good defense by Rylan Lesnow. Bodie Nystrom's got the rebound. Zoomer now down the floor. Zoomer inside the circle. And a 3-point McAlester disadvantage to the left wing. Nystrom looking inside. No one's there. To the top of the key. Almost stolen. It is. Doan in the clear. Doan for the layup. It is good. And it's a 2-possession game. 48-43 halfway through the fourth quarter. McAlester 1 foul away from putting the Lady Chargers into the bonus. There's not been a foul on the Chargers here in the fourth quarter. Low post. Bodie Nystrom up for 2. There should have been a foul. Does not get the call. Gets her own rebound. She's slung to the floor, but they're going to call a jump ball.
And she's holding her head again.
Bodie Nystrom is holding her head, too, as she hit the hardwood. Again, slow to get up, and she's going to try to take some time to compose herself again against Coeta. She had a similar type of injury that knocked her out the rest of that game, and then the next game after that. Courtney Bashirs will help her off the floor. To a round of applause for the McAlester faithful that made the drive. It's a jump ball, but it'll still be McAllister's ball, but we're going to keep an eye on Bodie Nystrom and hope she's okay.
Charlie Mason's checking in for her.
Playing with 4 fouls, inbound to the corner tonight. Knight feeds it back over to Alberson. 5-point game, just halfway through the fourth quarter. Alberson on the drive, pulls up free throw line, is fouled on the shot attempt. This one might be on Hall. Or was this on Doan? Again, it was around the area. I was looking at the shot first.
I believe the foul was
on Doan. That's her second personal. The trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951 as Alberson misses the first free throw. Lady Buffaloes were a pretty good free throw shooting team in their first 3 games of the year, and they've kind of struggled the last few games. They just went at 50% last game against Durant. And Alberson goes 50% from the line on that trip as she makes her second attempt.
McAlester 2 of 5 from the free throw line today.
4-point game. 3:50 left in it. Cross-court pass to the near sideline. Harris has the ball. Cross over to Hall. Now to the right wing. Trinity gets it back to the top of the key over to Hall. Hall spin move on Alberson to the low post. Good feed for Zakaya, Germany. It's an easy 2 off the right block. Back to a 6-point game. 3:33 left in it. Left wing Alberson. Looking to the top of the key. Finds Lesnow. Lesnow dribbles right. hand it off now over to Zoomer, and we have a timeout called by Coach Bashirs. 3:22 left in the game, 50-44, McAlester trails. We'll take a break and be right back. You're listening to McAlester Lady Buff Basketball here on KNED.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy in addition to our other services. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
McAlester in a little bit of foul trouble as they're one foul away from putting the Lady Chargers into the bonus for the remainder of the game. Memorial just with one so far in the fourth quarter. 50-44, McAlester trails the Lady Chargers. 3:20 left in the ball game. Zoomer gets the inbound with Knight on the floor, as well as Mason, Lesnow, and Albertson also on the floor for the Lady Buffaloes. Lesnow left wing.
Mason and Lesnow are playing with 4 fouls.
Zoomer almost goes across the half-court line for a backcourt violation, was able to save it and keep her balance. Zoomer passes right wing to Albertson. Albertson looking around just to find the open lady. No one's there at first. Bounce pass back over to Lesnow on the edge of the circle. To Knight left wing. Under 3 minutes left in the game. In a 6-point game. Albertson beyond the perimeter, trying to direct traffic. Bounce pass to Zoomer. Zoomer pumps, passes, right wing. Mason spot up 3, airballed. And Lesnow has not got the opportunity to go and save that one. A lot of time went off the clock there, about 30 seconds for no points for the Lady Buffaloes, but they've been good at being able to force Tulsa Memorial turnovers. Can they do so again here in the backcourt? They do get over to Hall. Hall's able to save it over to Wright. Wright throws it off as Zakiah Germany out of bounds. A bit too hard of a bounce pass from the left block to the right. And the Lady Buffaloes get the ball back down by 6. 2:32 left here in the fourth quarter against the 5th team in 5A4, who's 2-2 in the district standings. Driving left, Zoomer passes at the feet of Lesnow, was able to handle it. Lesnow looking inside to the top of the key, pass over to Mason. Mason's looking. No one's open. Lob dangerous over to Wright. Nothing was there. But Zoomer got it right back. That's another time that Cambry Zoomer is able to get a steal after a turnover or a missed shot, and she pulls the Lady Buffaloes within 4. Zoomer about to force another turnover, and she does again. Cambry Zoomer, a star in the making. Zoomer has stolen the ball 6 times tonight. She came into this game with 8, leading the team. She's got 19 points to tie her career high. She's done that twice before, and she's got the Lady Buffaloes with a chance to pull it within a possession. 50-46, 1:51 left in the game. Zoomer with the ball over her head, past the top of the key. Knight gives it back to Zoomer. Zoomer, open 3, can't get it. Little too strong, rebounded by Zakiah Germany. And this time, Cambry Zoomer not around the ball to be able to take that back. Man, she is out of breath, but she is fighting her tail off here tonight. Long pass across the half-court line to Germany. Germany trying to drive on Albertson, stops. 90 seconds left in the game. 50-46. Lady Buffaloes are trying to put the Lady Chargers on the ropes. They're trying to hold the ball. Hall back over to Germany. Germany pass back over to Hall after it was tipped by Albertson. 1:15 left. Cross court back over to Germany. Into the corner. Doan on the drive. Pulls up. We have a foul called.
And if that's on Mason, she's out.
I think it might be a Knight. We'll see here. Yeah, it's on Knight. Knight was the one that was guarding Doan here.
And that's her 4th. So right now, just quick foul reset. Knight, Lesnow, Mason playing with 4 fouls. And Zoomer and Albertson both have 1.
First free throw by Doan is good. The foul count here has been staggering. It was at the time 11-6. It has changed drastically since then.
It is 17-9, 17 on McAlester.
Both free throws are made. 6-point game with 1:08 left in it. Zoomer quickly over to Alberson, left wing. Alberson, lob pass to Mason. Mason looks right, passes back left to Zoomer.
You got to score quick here.
Zoomer left wing, picks up her ball, back to Alberson. Under a minute left. Like you said, got to score quickly, get a shot up. Top of the key, Zoomer stops from the right elbow, goes up for two, grazes the side of the rim. Lesnow tried to save the ball along the baseline, but was touching that line as she went up to save it. 48 seconds left in the game. McAlester needs to be able to force a turnover here again. There will be a timeout call by Coach Hall, and he'll discuss things here. 52-46, McAlester trailing by 6. 48 seconds left in regulation here on KNED.
Running into an old friend is nice. Running into a total stranger, well, not so good. Now, you don't need help from Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop for those greetings with friends, but if you have one of those unwanted encounters with a stranger, give Buck Wilson a call at 918-423-3161. They are expert craftsmen, specialists. They can straighten out your situation. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester. Again, call 918-423-3161.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
McAlester needing to force some turnovers, down 52-46. They've already been able to do a lot of that. Camry Zoomer's gotten 6 steals, trying to get a 7th. No dice there. Now trying to get this one. Instead, there'll be a foul on Zoomer of Matea Hall, which will send her to the free throw line. And now with that foul by Zoomer, officially McAlester has had 18 fouls to 9 on the. They didn't call that one on Zoomer?
Nope, they called it on Alberson. She was the other person guarding her.
I thought that was kind of clearly on Zoomer. I mean, not like it matters. Again, that's only Alberson's second. Hall's free throw is again missed off the front side of the rim with 45 seconds left. A struggle at the line tonight for the Lady Chargers. Second free throw with no one down inside the paint is made, and it's a 7-point game. McAlster's got to score quickly if they want a chance of coming back in this. 40 seconds left. Alberson left wing. Passing to the circle over to Lesnow. Feeding it right wing to Knight. Knight looking around. Finds it over to Zoomer. Zoomer trying to drive. A lot of time going off the clock. Right wing 3 in the air. Can't get it to go. We have an offensive rebound by Lesnow in the paint. Double teamed. We'll have a foul inside the paint. It looks like Lesnow was hacked. This is going to be on Trinity Germany. Her third, team second. Alberson looks to inbound with 25 seconds left. Over to Knight. Knight to Zoomer. Got to get a shot off here, down 7. Zoomer looks inside for Lesnow. Lesnow looked to be fouled. No whistle, and we'll have a missed shot rebounded by the Lady Chargers, and that should do it. Free throws coming up here for Matea Hall. But, man, I mean, I know that wouldn't have mattered because McAlester needs to get back from 3 scores down at this point with 16 seconds left, but Lesnow looked like she should have been having some free throws here. McAlester, this entire game, had, 3 attempts? This entire game, 3 free throw attempts? No, 5. They had 5 because we had Alberson with 2 in the fourth quarter. But that's what's stirring McAlester fans the wrong way that made the trip. You can hear them over here if you were, I guess, at the gym tonight. 15 seconds left, now a 9-point game. McAlester will fall to 0-7 on the year, but they're trying to end it in style. Here's a left wing 3 on the way by Alberson. Can't get it. Too strong with the bounce. Rebounded by Germany, and that should be it. 5 seconds left. McAlester showing a little bit of pressure here against Hall, and you don't got a foul there, though. Got 1.8 seconds left. Mason Hall back to the free throw line for 2 more shots here. At that point, you're down by 9. Just got to let her go. Yeah. Understand fighting to the very end, but first free throw is made. Also, I know that you'd have to go on quite a bit of a run in the second half of the season, but if district points end up mattering, these free throws could matter in a way. Second free throw by Hall is made as well, and now it's an 11-point game. This game is going to look a lot further than what it actually was. Half-court shot at the buzzer is going to go over the backboard, and that'll be the end of the game. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes were down by 3 with about 3 minutes left to go in the game. They fall by 11 here in the final minutes with some free throws by the Lady Chargers. But the final score, once again, 57-46. Let's go ahead and let's look at our post-game stats here. That's going to be courtesy of Barlow Built Performance and Automotive, your full-service automotive and transmission repair shop, brake work, and heat and air repair. Plus, we do MIG and TIG welding. We're McAllister's only full-time exhaust shop. From race cars to your grandma's cars, we do it all. We sell tires and wheels. Barlow Built Performance and Automotive, 2201 North Main Street in McAlester, open Monday through Friday, 8 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon. Call 918-318-0323.
Camry Zoomer was your leading scorer here in the game here today. She had 19, tying a career high for a third time now. She did have 7 defensive rebounds and 6 steals. Really stuffed the stat sheet there today. Rylan Lesnow had 16 points, 5 rebounds, 3 of those being offensive, and 4 blocks on the defensive side. Avery Alberson had 6 points, along with 4 rebounds and 2 steals. Bodie Nystrom, before going out in the fourth quarter, she had 5 points, 5 rebounds, 3 of those being offensive. Then Kaylee Knight recorded a defensive rebound along with 2 steals. And Shiley Mason recorded 2 rebounds and 2 blocks. And then Taylor Williams had an offensive rebound as well. And going over team stats real quick, McAlester shot 38% from the field compared to Tulsa Memorial's 37%. But the real difference here today, the 3-point shot and free throws. Tulsa Memorial, 7 of 20 from 3-point range. McAlester just 2 of 18. McAlester 2 of 5 from the free throw line, good for 40%. And Tulsa Memorial 12 of 19 from the free throw line, good for 63%. Tulsa Memorial out-rebounded McAlester. That is 28 to 25. Then the turnover battle was just narrowly won by the Lady Chargers. McAlester had 21 turnovers compared to Memorial's 19. 6 blocks by McAlester, 5 by Memorial.
And 4 of those 6 blocks by Rylan Lesnow.
That's correct.
All right, we're going to gear up now for the boys' game as the McAlester Buffaloes are trying to get a win against the top-ranked team in the 5A4 standings in the Tulsa Memorial Chargers here. But we'll get to their pregame here in just a little bit. You're listening to McAlester Lady Buffs and Buffalo basketball. It's Lady Buffs just fell to the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers 57-46.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom.
So, checking accounts. There seems like a ton to choose from, right? I was looking for one that didn't charge monthly fees, with bounce protection, and had mobile banking. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. The bonus is that they're local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in checking options. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Health.
At Fenton Nissan, we keep you moving with our wide selection of pre-owned vehicles.
Every pre-owned vehicle receives a 126-point inspection.
We have close relationships with over 20 financial institutions to keep you moving in a new-to-you vehicle of your dreams.
Visit Fenton Nissan for a great selection of pre-owned vehicles, great trade-in values, and the best deal.
Don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
Welcome back to Veterans Arena in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the home of the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers and Chargers. We just finished up in the ladies' game in which McAlester fell in the final score of 57-46. Now let's preview the boys. The McAlester Buffaloes 5-4 in the year, riding a 2-game losing streak. They've only done that one other time this year, and after their second straight loss earlier in the season, they went on a 4-game win streak. Can they start another win streak here tonight? It'd be something special if they could, trying to take down the last undefeated team in the 5A4 standings, Tulsa Memorial, who is 5-0 plus 62. Let's look at the rest of the standings. Will Rogers is 4-1 plus 32 for second. Kawita third at 3-2, negative 16. Although McAlester beat them and looking to beat them again on Friday. McAlester is 4th at 3-3 plus 25. Durant at 5th at 3-3, negative 14. Despite sweeping McAlester on the year, they are behind the McAlester Buffaloes in the standings. At 6th, Tahlequah 2-3, -10. At 7th, Edison Prep 1-3, -10. And at 8th, Pryor 0-6, -69. So the McAlester Buffaloes 5-4 on the year, lost to Durant in a game that was close going into the fourth quarter, and the fourth quarter it kind of fell apart. They scored a season-low 45 points and lost by a season-high margin of 19 points. McAlester was outshot 49% to 28% and 47% from 3 to 18% from McAlester. It was just a really, really bad shooting night. McAlester was also 11 of 22 from the free throw line to 60% for Durant. McAlester was also heavily out-rebounded 39 to 26 and lost the turnover battle 22-15. McAlester went on 2 different scoring droughts of 5 minutes or more, including entering the fourth quarter down 5 and not scoring a point until a Wesley Phillips 2 with 45 seconds left in the game. That was McAllister's only made shot of the fourth quarter. 21 of McAllister's 45 points came in the third quarter. Some notable scoring players for McAlester: Rodney Washington had 20 points. You had Davian Pouncil with 11 points. Brandon Smith, despite only having 9 points, he did reach his 500-point mark. He's at 501 in his career, not even through his sophomore year yet, so that's looking really good to try to join at least maybe the 1,500-point club by the time that his career is over. He had 8 steals, though, which is phenomenal to have 8 steals in the game. And then Devion Bigham, he had 3 steals himself with 8 rebounds as well. So now we look at their opponents, the Tulsa Memorial Chargers, who are the top team in the district standings and looking to get back to the state tournament. They missed the state tournament for the first time since 2012, I believe. Yeah, they lost to the Booker T. Washington Hornets, who were the state runner-ups last year, only lost the state championship game to Midwest City by 3, 69-66, and it was their first time missing the state tournament since 2012 for the Tulsa Memorial Chargers. They went 19-9 last year and finished 3rd in the district. So far this year, they're 8-3, undefeated in the district. They are averaging 63.4 points per game. They're giving up 45.5 points per game, led by head coach Robert Allison. In his 12th season, he's a 5-time state champion with Memorial, and 14, a three-peat from 17, 18, and 19, and winning one just 3 years ago in 2022. I'm sure he's ready to bring another gold ball back to Veterans Arena. Again, 10 state titles for the Memorial Chargers, 5th most in OK Prep's history, 33 state tournaments, 49 all-state players, and they're all on display here inside of Veterans Arena. Their notable wins, all in district play: Durant 67-37, Pryor 79-27, Tahlequah 56-26, Edison 65-37. Will Rogers is the only team in the district that has played them close. They only beat Will Rogers by 2. 54-52 back on January the 7th. They're coming off of a big-time win against Tulsa Central last night. 81-34 was the final score there. They're just dominating their opponents. Their losses so far this year have been to Fort Smith Northside, 60-54, an overtime loss to 15-1 Lawton, 69-67, and then lost to 6A Edmond North, 48-38. So, as we look now at the McAlester Buffaloes, who are some players to watch as they get ready to take on the Chargers, who bring back every single starter from a year ago?
First off, we got Brandon Smith. He may have only scored 9 points last time out against the Lions back on Friday, but man, did he make his presence known on the defensive side, where he recorded not 2, not 4, not 6, but an incredible 8 steals against Durant. If he can keep that up and get back on track on the offensive side, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with in this game. Next up, you got Rodney Washington. Even on a slow day offensively, the freshman still found a way to put up 20 points against Durant. To beat a team as talented as these Chargers are, he's likely going to need to keep up that scoring today, where he's averaging a team-leading 22.7 points per game for the Buffs. For my final player to watch, I've got Davian Pouncil. One of the bright spots from Friday was Davian putting up 11 points and making a strong impact on that defensive side. He's going to need to keep that up here in Tulsa tonight if the Buffs are going to walk out of here with a win.
Transitioning now to keys of the game.
First off, this is probably my biggest key to the game here. You got to find your three-point shot. As of lately, McAllister's three-point shot has gone about as cold as the weather outside. If you can hover around the high 30s to low 40s in percentage on the same volume you've been shooting the three this year, you can compete with almost any team, including these Chargers. Second, you got to play smart basketball. The turnover bug has started to creep back up on this team from seasons past in the last few games. You cannot afford to give Memorial extra possessions here tonight. And finally, rebounding. The Buffs were out-rebounded for the second consecutive game on Friday in Durant. This time, though, it was by a significant margin, 39-26 in favor of the Lions. Against a team like Memorial, you cannot You absolutely cannot afford to give them any second chances. Make Memorial go one and done on the offensive side, and you are already in a better position to win this game.
And the McAlester Buffaloes, if you didn't know this, they've been kind of dealing with like a little bit of a flu bug here. They've been kind of sick over the past snow break that they've had. Again, 6 players came down with a little bit of a bug, and all 3 coaches were able to get it as well. That's why if you see on the video stream, Coach Dooney, he's wearing a mask tonight. So they are a little bit under the weather, but they're going to be giving their best shot to the Tulsa Memorial Chargers tonight. By the way, some players to watch for the Chargers. You're looking at Jaleel Cotton. He's averaging 15.4 points per game and rebounding at an impressive clip at 9.3 boards a game. Fabian Harris, second on the team and scoring at 13.6 points per game, behind an awesome 45% from the three-point range. The McAlester Buffaloes are wearing their road black jerseys today, black on black with the white numerals on the front and back, and McAlester in cursive across the chest. Let's look at your starting 5, starting off with the sophomore forward, number 1, Devion Bickham. You have the sophomore guard, number 2, Brandon Smith, who leads the team in steals per game at 3.3. Freshman guard, number 3, Rodney Washington, leading the team with 22.7 points per game, rebounds at 6.7 a game, and blocks a game at 1.3. Number 5, Davian Pouncil, leading the team in three-point percentage with 47%, and then Alex Dooney, a tie for the team, actually has the sole team lead in free throw percentage at 75%. Again, the McAlester Buffaloes 5-4 on the season, led by second-year head coach Mike Dooney, 3-3 in the district standings, currently at 4th in the plus 25 mark. They're just the 3rd team in the 5A4 standings that actually has a plus in the plus-minus category there. Now we're getting ready for the starting lineups for the Tulsa Memorial Chargers that once again led by head coach Bobby Allison in his 12th year with the team. He has won 5 titles in 11 full seasons with the Chargers.
Is that good?
That is very good. That's not bad at all. 8-3 so far in the season. Again, averaging 63.4 points per game and giving up 45.5 points per game. So they bring back every single starter from a year ago. We're waiting for them to just officially announce the starting 5. Again, they were a young team last year, and they were still just 1 game away from the state tournament and only lost to the eventual state runner-up, who only lost that state championship game by 3, lost that game by about 10 or 15 points. So our first starter is number 22, Fabian Harris, who we just mentioned, the junior, standing at 6'3", who has 13.6 points per game on the year behind 45% three-point shooting. Number 25, Jalen Branch, the 6'4" senior. We also have number 21, Jaden Johnson, averaging 6.5 points per game, the 6'6" senior forward. Number 24, Antonio Love at 9.6 points per game, standing at 5'11", the senior. And number 15, Jaleel Cotton at 15.4 points per game, nearly a double-double he is averaging with his rebounds a game. An excellent, stellar player for the Memorial Chargers, and that is your starting 5. We're about to have tip-off. That's brought to you by McAlester Clothing Consignment. Accepts consignments Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays and offers a 50-50 split. Consign with us and pick up great bargains. 1212 South Main McAlester, behind Dollar General. So we mentioned the McAlester uniform combination. The Memorial Chargers wearing their white-on-white jerseys with the blue numerals on the front and back and blue Memorial on the chest with that American flag right between the shoulder blades. The Chargers will be moving the ball left to right when they have it in the first half. The Buffaloes right to left. Inside the circle, you have number 15, Jaleel Cotton, standing in front of Devion Bickham. It's 6'3" and 6'6" according to the stat sheet, with Cotton having the height advantage. There's the whistle. Ball's in the air. Tip is won by Memorial, and it's basketball time once again here in the Heartland. Across the half-court line, Memorial with the basketball again, an impressive 5-0 in the 5A4 standings. The right wing, Cotton on the drive, gets it back outside, quick pass into the corner. Wide open 3 from the deep corner is missed by Antonio Love. An offensive rebound, though. We have a charge here as Devion Bickham gets the charge on Jaleel Cotton, who brought in an offensive rebound. And that might be important here early. Again, just 21 seconds in, the first foul on Jaleel Cotton, Memorial's best player. An inbound over to Brandon Smith. Again, McAlester lost to Memorial last year 70-33 here, and then back at home lost the game 70-58. Left wing, Rodney Washington. Past the high post to Pouncil. Pouncil on the drive, left side. Spin move inside the paint. Up for 2, and the McAlester Buffaloes take the lead here early on the Memorial Chargers on a turnaround jump shot by Davian Pouncil, who's averaging 10.4 a game on 49% shooting. That's a good start.
Not bad.
Across the half-court line, Johnson stops at the top of the key, guarded up well by Washington. Passes the far corner. as Cotton retrieves it from going into the McAlester bench. Back to the top of the key. Harris trying to drive left. Hands the ball off to Johnson. Johnson back to Harris. Harris in the corner. Looking for an open man. Guarded up well by Pouncil. Pouncil around the arc. Still on his man. They hand it off over to Love. Love into the corner. Cotton trying to drive in on Bickham. Lost the ball. Brandon Smith's got the steal. He had 8 a week ago, and he gets one here on Cotton. Smith straight away. Passes left wing. Spot up 3 on the way by Washington. Painted gold. And the Buffaloes lead here early on the Memorial Chargers 5-0. A minute and a half into the first quarter. Right down the barrel after McAlester was at 18% from 3 against Durant a week ago. Driving in, looking in late. Great look and an easy 2 by Jalen Branch off the left block. It's 5-2. Chargers score their first 2 points of the game. And coming in quickly, Rodney Washington. Like a fajita, he came in hot to the low post to be able to answer right back. 7-2. 6:09 left in the first. Don't blink, you'll miss him. Across the line with the ball, Johnson, and nearly got it lost. Antonio Love was the intended target. Last touch by Brandon Smith. 7-2, McAlester with an early 5-point advantage. 5:59 left in the first. They'll inbound into the backcourt to Antonio Love. Love across the timeline, dribbling up to the arc, guarded up by Smith. McAlester working in a zone defense, looks like 3-2 zone to the low post. Branch backing up Dooney. Dooney trying to rip it loose, but Branch able to keep control of the ball and score over Alex Dooney at 7-4. McAlester up by 3, 5:37 left in the first. Smith by the line, right front court. We'll pass it right wing to Pouncil, who got the scoring started in this game. Gives it back to Smith, back to Washington. Got an early 5 points in this game, looking for more. Step back jumper from the left elbow. Can't get it to go, though. Hits off the right side of the rim. It's rebounded by Johnson. Johnson guarded up by Washington and passed to the right wing to Harris. Harris trying to drive on Dooney. Stops in the baseline. Down low for Cotton. Cotton got the shot to fall and one. Fouls on Devion Bickham. That's his first, team first. And a chance to complete the three-point play for Jaleel Cotton, who is, so far this season, a 67% free throw shooter.
Get some high-level basketball on both ends right now.
A chance to tie up the game here for Cotton. The southpaw can't get it to go. It's back ironed, and we have a rebound by Bickham, who just dodgeball threw it off of Jaden Johnson.
I'm going to give him credit for the rebound just for that.
No one was catching that throw. Pouncil trying to drive in, lost a little bit of control of the ball, but then touched it with his left hand as he was trying to go to the low post. He was looking for the foul, was not going to get it here. Dooney's trying to tell Pouncil, go up with the shot. Go with the Euro, step towards the basket. But again, that was, I'd just say, pretty good post defense by Johnson.
Yeah.
Left wing on the drive in is Harris. Harris goes up with the 2 and lost the ball, and we have a late whistle. We'll take the charge again. Devion Bickham, that is an extremely late whistle. But again, McAlester will receive the benefit of the doubt there, and it'll be a foul on Fabian Harris. That's now the second charge drawn by Devion Bickham here in the first quarter. 4:49 left in it. McAlester with the 7-6 lead. They've gone on a little bit of a scoring drought, about 2 minutes. Smith on the right front court. Looks for an open man, finds Pouncil left wing. Pouncil takes the left wing 3. It bounces off the top of the backboard after it hit the rim. Rebounded, the Buffaloes go one and done. Quickly down the floor, Branch is able to create separation, and the 2 rolls in, and the Chargers get their first lead of the game. It's 8-7. Smith tries to possibly answer back quickly. He ran the length of the floor to the right wing. Cross-court pass back to Pouncil. Pouncil thought about another 3, but again gets it to the top of the key. Washington driving right, lost the ball, but straight to Brandon Smith on the wing. Smith, high post, to the free throw line. 2 is up with the left hand by Rodney Washington, and he gets it to go. Says that was a nice lead. I'll take it right back. 9-8 the score. 4:03 left to go in the quarter. First quarter, that is.
Washington with a quick 7 to start the game today.
3:55 left in the first. Love looking left, passing right, finding Cotton. Cotton to the low post. Trying to get it back to Cotton. Bickham is right there with him. Back out to the top of the key. Harris working around the world to the far corner. Cotton back to the top of the key. Antonio Love on the drive. Antonio Love late feed. We have another charge here. Someone set up for it. I think this is going to be a foul, though, on McAlester. Still waiting to see. Yeah, it's going to be on Alex Dooney. Arguably, that was right there where it could have been a charge, too.
I mean, I thought he'd set up in time, and I think we're going to have a discussion here.
I don't think the discussion is what you think it is for, though. I think this discussion is going to see if it was on the shot or on the floor. They're going to call it on the floor because at first it looked like he was going to go up with it, but then he bounced past it to the man on the right block. That is the correct call by the officials. And I don't think he was looking to go up with that shot there. Looking for the inbound, Antonio Love gives it to the low post. Into Branch. Branch back out top of the key. Driving in is Highshaw. Highshaw with the 2 scores. Cam Highshaw right into the game, right to the basket. Scores with the right hand. It's 10-9. McAlester back down by 1. Smith top of the key, driving right. Smith towards the basket. Has this shot blocked by Cotton. Excuse me. That is Isaiah Garrett with the steal or with the block. McAlester goes one and done. Not a lot of teams are going to be able to out-rebound the Memorial Chargers. Driving, kicking into the corner. Dropping in the 2 and scoring is Jarrell Colbert. What's so good about the Chargers is their bench is so deep. As here's a turnover on McAlester, just a little bit too far of a pass for Davian Pouncil along the far sideline. Again, the score is 12-9. McAlester is down by 3, 3:02 left in the first.
Memorial shooting 6 of 7 from the field.
That is what's so good about the Chargers. Like I said, they just have a deep bench. When you're able to take off 3 of your starters at once and be able to just up the intensity even more, that's why they've been so good for so long. That and a stellar coach in Bobby Allison. Top of the key, Colbert feeding into the low post and being ran over, but not getting the call this time. Again, I think his feet were still moving. Alex Dooney did take a lot of punishment there. They're going to say his feet were still moving. That's now Dooney's second personal, third team.
And Caven Hill's going to check in for him.
2:46 left in the first. 12-9, McAlester down. Highshaw looks to inbound. Finds a man open in the low post. An easy 2 by Isaiah Garrett. He's averaging 9 points per game off the bench. And 5 rebounds per game off the bench as well. Bickham, right wing. 2:34 left in the first. McAlester trailing 14-9. Pouncil trying to drive left. To the high post he goes. Backs up his man. Floater inside the paint. Davian Pouncil has been buttered. Smoothest putter inside the paint this season. Whether you're trying to get a 3-point shot from beyond the arc or masterclass like that in the paint, Davian Pouncil's been able to make it work.
I mean, that was textbook post offense.
Look, I mean, the jump that he's made from his freshman year to his sophomore year has just been awesome to see. There's the 3-point shot that's missed. Brandon Smith climbs the ladder to bring down the board. Smith across the half-court line into the corner. Wide open 3 by Bickham is on the way. Paint it gold! Devion Bickham ties the game. 14 all. 2-minute warning in the first. Devion Bickham has first made 3 of the season. He's now 1 of 6. That's his first wide open on an island 3 attempt, though. Highshaw, right wing, guarded up well by Smith. Reverse direction on Smith, drives in, 2 is up. Great defense by Smith, offensive rebound by Cotton. Cotton up for 2. Wild shot, great defense by Bickham. There's another rebound by Smith. Buffaloes going right to left. The length of the floor, Smith can't get the shot to go. Rebounded again, this time by the Chargers. Garrett moves it the other way. Garrett going up for the dunk over Devion Bickham. Couldn't get it to go. With the rebound, the other side, Pouncil up for 2. His shot's blocked. Out of bounds. Last touch they're going to save by the Buffaloes, and it will be Memorial basketball.
It probably should have been in charge on that dunk attempt, by the way.
Isaiah Garrett tried to claim Devion Bickham's life. Bickham says, I'm still alive. 1:17 left in the first.
Pouncil checking out. Cade French checking in for the first time today.
Pouncil a little bit of a limp, though. Looks like he'll be okay, but just favoring the ankle or the foot a little bit as he gets his way towards the bench. But everyone kind of needs a breather after just running the length of the floor the last 3 or 4 possessions.
And Caven Hill tying his shoe right now. That is the current stoppage.
Caven, if you're doing that so everyone can catch their breath, I don't blame you. That is a bro move right there. Across the half-court line, pass to the left wing. Cotton with the basketball, jab, step left, goes right. And Cade French is checked into the game for the Buffaloes, as Nate mentioned just a bit ago. Antonio Love to the right wing, bounce pass into the corner. Garrett, who tried attempting that dunk just a little bit ago, has the ball, guarded up by Hill. Nice move by Garrett, can't get the shot to go. Gets his own rebound, can't score that time either. And Rodney Washington says, give me the ball. 45 seconds left in the first. Washington quickly to the line, takes the right wing 3. It's air ball. Not many shots taken by Rodney Washington. Goes that far off target. Wesley Phillips checks in for Caven Hill in a 14-all game. We're going to have some more people coming in. Ryan Cornish in for Cade French. 42 seconds left in the first. 37 seconds, tie game so far in the first quarter. Working right will be Highshaw, passing, finding Colbert. Colbert on the drive. Colbert for two, right past Cornish to score to make it 16-14. 24 seconds left in the first. Smith straight away, pass to the right wing. Bigham back to Smith. Smith jabbing right, working left, lost control of the ball, and we're going to have a blocking foul called here on the Chargers.
It'll be the third team foul.
Foul will be on Cam Highshaw. It'll be his first. Again, team third, 17.6 seconds left in the first. McAlester down by 2, 16-14. Smith looks to inbound. Can't find Washington at first. Lobs it now out to the front court, back to Washington. Washington left wing. Passes the right wing to Cornish, who couldn't handle it. Now gathers it back. Cornish back over to Washington, 10 seconds. Washington inside the circle nearly. Loosely double team, picks up his dribble to Bigham, 5 seconds. 4 seconds, Bigham on the drive. Tries to feed inside to Phillips, lost the ball. 1 second. At the buzzer, they don't get it off in time, and that will be the end of the first. We got a good game, though, in T-Town. McAlester is down 16-14 to the top team in the 5A4 standings, 16-14. Memorial over McAlester here on KNED.
When winter winds blow icy and rare, McAlester knows Freeze and Flare's always there. From frosty nights to winter's chill, we'll keep you warm with expert skill. Heat pumps, furnaces, service that's fair, don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Mechanical license number 0014445. We're licensed, bonded, and insured.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester says bring on the monstrous discounts. Get up to $17,500 in discounts on every new Ram truck in stock, including all heavy duties. Use this savings to pay off those credit cards and other bills just in time for the holidays. Patriot makes your next Ram truck affordable, which allows you to pay off those pesky bills. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester. Stock number 245.
Beginning quarter number 2, the McAlester Buffaloes are down to the Tulsa Memorial Chargers, the top team in 5A4 right now by just 2. 16-14 the score. Rodney Washington with the ball, gets past one man. Good no-look feed to Davian Pouncil, who ties up the game just 9 seconds into the second quarter. A lickety split. McAlster's got Alex Dooney, Rodney Washington, Davian Pouncil, Devion Bigham, and Brandon Smith on the floor for McAlester in a tied game, 16-all. Out to the far corner, driving in baseline is Colbert. Colbert handles the ball, guarded up well by Smith. Now feeds it to a trailing man. Low post. 2 is up. Blocked shot by Rodney Washington, and he's got the rebound. Blocked number 21, Jaden Johnson. 6'6", Jaden Johnson. Left wing, Smith gives it back to Washington. Long three. Got it! Paint it gold. Come on. There's no range for Rodney.
Rodney's got a quick 10 today.
Rodney guarding up his man, driving, stopping, back outside to Colbert, right wing. McAlester with a 19-16 lead, 7:04 left to go in the half. Now driving in, shot is again blocked by Washington. Offensive rebound, that shot's up and missed. Now we got a travel here. No, a tie ball, tie ball. Tie ball, and it will stay with the Chargers. But Rodney Washington, a one-man wrecking crew on both sides of the floor, and Coach Allison's got to take a timeout. 6:58 left to go in the first half. McAlester leading 19-16 here on KNED.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same-day or next-day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy in addition to our other services. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
Welcome back to the action in the middle of it. McAlester leading 19-16 as the Chargers answer back quickly with the Fabian Harris 2. It's now 19-18. McAlester up by 1. 6:45 left to go in the first half. This is your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, alongside Nate Brown, bringing you McAlester boys basketball after the girls fell earlier today by 9 points. Into the baseline, 11 points. Baseline, Bickham with the ball, back outside at the top of the key over to Washington. Washington driving, pulls up from the free throw line, took some contact, and he will get the whistle. Free throws on the way for Rodney Washington, McAllister's first free throws of the game. This trip to the charity stripe is brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. You know, sometimes, Nate, when you get into a game, you just can tell when someone has it as soon as the game starts, and Rodney Washington has it tonight. I say that, and he misses the free throw.
You wait till after the free throws to say that.
Well, it doesn't change the fact that the guy's got 10 points.
That is very true.
In just a quarter in a quarter.
A quarter in 2 minutes.
Washington's second free throw is made. So he goes 1 of 2 from the line. He is a 74% free throw shooter on the season, and McAlester ups their lead to 20-18, trying to give Memorial their first district loss of the season. They've only lost to one 5A team all year, and that's Lawton, who's 15-1. Now driving in, we'll have that is the correct call. Blocking foul on Alex Dooney.
And that's his third.
Dooney got into foul trouble against Durant early as well, and that led to McAllister's struggles defensively a little bit in the last game.
Kevin Hill going to check in for him.
I say that. McAllister still played a pretty great defensive game. Really, the issue is trying to end possessions. But, again, there's a team that is really good at creating open shots and getting second chances and getting rebounds. It's this Memorial Chargers team. Fabian Harris driving, kicking late to the corner. Cotton pumps and drives on Bickham. Low post, 2 is up and made. Got to tip your cap there to Jaleel Cotton. Great defense by Bickham. Still is able to make it fall. And we got 20-20 our score. High post. Inside the paint. Rodney Washington can't get the 2 to go. Contested. And it's rebounded again by the Chargers looking for another lead. As Bickham says, not so fast. Gets the interception. 2-on-2 in transition. Going up for the 2. And his shot can't go as he hits the deck. Chargers quickly the other way, and they nearly give the ball up. They are able to save it from going out of bounds. Fabian Harris left wing 3 is blocked by Washington. Straight to a Charger in the low post. Back outside, right wing 3 by Garrett is on the way, and way too off. Caven Hill's got the board. Bounce pass back to Washington, and he says, slow down.
Memorial's 0 for 4 from 3 right now.
That's not going to last. Fabian Harris, who just took that 3 that was blocked by Washington, is a 45% three-point shooter. Smith straight away. Smith trying to cross over his man towards the paint. Goes up for the tough 2. His shot is blocked. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Smith. 5:14 left in the half. A 20-20 tie. Taking it down the floor for Memorial will be Antonio Love. Got a good one here tonight so far. Top of the key, and Love tried to find a spot. Guarded up well by Smith. Now going in for the two-handed slam, Isaiah Garrett gives Memorial the 22-20 lead. Smith feeds into the corner. Pouncil back to Smith. Around over to Washington on the edge of the circle. Hit 1-3 from there already. High post. Back outside. Smith, far corner 3 for the lead. In and out. We have a rebound by Fabian Harris of the Chargers. Memorial moving the other way, trying to strengthen their lead. Their largest lead tonight has just been this 2 points, and Harris cannot hit the 3. Smith all alone for the rebound. We'll take it ahead over to Washington. Into the corner, Bickham. Bickham back over to Washington. He'll take the long 3. Paint it cold, Rodney Washington in his back tonight. A big smile as he looked back to the rest of his teammates, and it's a 23-22 McAlester advantage. 4:14 left in the half.
He's got 14 here in the first half.
Right wing Love, off a screen, gets it back. Smith was able to gather himself well. Garrett trying to work on Smith behind the back. Lost the ball, stolen by Pouncil. Pouncil 2-on-3, doesn't have the numbers. We'll try driving. Goes up for the tough 2. We'll have a missed shot. It could have been a charge or a blocking foul, though, but they let him play out there. Love going in. Love lost the ball, stripped loose by Smith. You know, Smith doesn't have any points so far tonight for McAlester, but he has been more than making up for it on the defensive side of the ball. He's created turnovers. He's gotten steals himself. 3:51 left in the half. McAlester leading 23-22. Looking to inbound, and we'll have a hold. We'll have a foul on number 3. That'll be Davian. Excuse me, I'm still used to Pouncil wearing number 3. That's on Rodney Washington.
That's just his first. Team second here in the second quarter.
Highshaw looks, finds a man, Love in the corner. Love looking for the open man down the low post. No one was there to the left wing. Trying to drive. That's a foul. Pouncil, too much contact on Highshaw as he tried driving towards the rim.
That's Pouncil's first, team third.
3:44 left in the half.
Checking in will be Fabian Harris for Antonio Love.
Inbounding along the sideline will be Jaden Johnson into the backcourt, finding Highshaw. Highshaw quickly across the half-court line towards the rim, feeds it in late, over to Cotton, who gets it to go. Jaleel Cotton gives the Chargers the lead right back, 24-23. Quickly down the floor as Washington to the baseline. Denied access towards the rim as he has to backpedal it on out. Another deep three, paint it gold from a different stratosphere. The Astronauts could have seen that one. 26-24. Come on. McAlester back to a 2-point lead. Left wing, Jaden Johnson feeds it straight away. Harris tries to answer back, and he does. What a game we got here in Tulsa. 27-26. Memorial back on top. Into the corner, Bickham. Back to Pouncil. He'll take the right wing three. That one's short. Rebounded by Cotton. Cotton quickly head over to Harris. Harris just hit 1 3. He's dangerous from beyond the arc. McAlester closes it on him up. He now tries driving. 2 is up in the air, too strong. But the putback is good by Jaleel Cotton, who is trailing him. Largest lead of the game for the Chargers, 29-26. Trying to get it back. Washington, heat check. Too strong. Chargers again force the Buffaloes to go one and done. Not a lot of offensive rebounds here by the Buffs tonight. We knew that was going to be a problem coming in just because of how athletic and how tall the Charger lineup is. Into the corner, completely open 3 on the way by Branch. That one is a high bounce off the rim, no good. Rodney Washington has got the rebound with his team down by 3. Dribbles up straight away, now driving. Floater is up, created contact. Gets it back as Hill. Hill with the offensive rebound, no shot made. Now Davian Pouncil with the offensive board in the paint. He gets his shot not to fall as it rolls off the right side of the rim. And if you get in the offensive rebounds, you really got to make it count against the Chargers. Could not on that possession. 1:52 left in the half. Cotton pulls up for the top of the key. 3 rattles it home. Jaleel Cotton, a 35% three-point shooter, can get it done from anywhere on the floor, and he does it there again. 6-point Charger lead. Lob over to Washington, right wing. Wide open man down low. Caven Hill got closed in on quickly. Missed shot. Cotton feeds it to a trailing Harris. Harris right underneath the basket scores, and they have gone on a run like Forrest Gump. 1:26 left to go in the half. And no, Forrest Gump just kept on running and running. That's what the Chargers are doing right now. Went from down by 2 to quickly up by 8. We'll take a break and be right back. 1:26 left in the half here on KNED.
Running into an old friend is nice. Running into a total stranger, well, not so good. Now, you don't need help from Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop for those greetings with friends, but if you have one of those unwanted encounters with a stranger, give Buck Wilson a call at 918-423-3161. They are expert craftsmen, specialists. They can straighten out your situation. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester. Again, call 918-423-3161.
The Tulsa Memorial Chargers scored about 10 minutes in the span of a minute. 10 points in the span of a minute. 34-26 is our score. The McAlester Buffaloes down by 8 to the Chargers. And it's behind some of the three-point ball and the quick transition points so far for the Chargers in the past 60 seconds. Coach Dooney called a timeout to slow things down. French with the ball as he just checked into the game. Feeds it back over to Smith. 1:11 left to go in the half. Smith high post. Pulls up for the right elbow too short. Trying to fight for the rebound was French. Instead, it's taken by Harris. Harris down the floor. Bigham hit the dirt for a little bit, but was able to get back up. Now wide open at the top of the key. Thought about taking the 3. Instead gives it to Harris, who does take the 3 and airballs it.
Memorial 2 of 9 from three-point range.
55 seconds left in the half. Their 2 made threes were the last, 2 out of the last 3 possessions?
I think that's right.
That's what's helped fuel their 8-point advantage right now. Smith trying to get around a man, pass over to French, now into the corner to Bickham. Bickham calling for Smith to get the ball back, 40 seconds left. Now over to Washington, left wing. Washington backs up, now restarts to the high post. Goes up for the 2, and he will be fouled first on the floor. This will only be foul number 2 of the second quarter on the Chargers.
I believe foul's going to be on number 11, Cam Highshaw. That's his second.
35 seconds left in the half. It'll be a Cade French inbound baseline. Left of the glass. Awaits the ball, gets it. Tries throwing it, and throws straight into the arms of Isaiah Garrett, who just knocked it right back over to French. Now Smith will do the inbound duties. Smith looks, a high lob, dangerous. Bickham tried to grab it, and there'll be a foul called. We'll see if this one's on the Chargers or on Bickham.
It's going to be on the Chargers, number 22. It's Fabian Harris.
That's going to be his second.
Team third. Sorry.
I was just going to say exactly what you said. French will check out. Pouncil comes in. And Colbert comes in for Harris. This will be a side out. Bickham will be doing the honors here. From the circle over to Smith. Smith double team, lob back over to Bickham. Bickham into the corner. Washington guarded up by Colbert on the drive. Washington mid-range 2 is up, no good. Tried to draw contact, couldn't get the whistle. 20 seconds left in the half. Down the floor, quickly towards the rim. 2 is missed by Garrett. Rebounded by Pouncil. Head over to Bickham. 2-on-1. Bickham now lobs it for Rodney Washington, who went up for the alley-oop dunk. At least that's what it was looking like at first, maybe just a tap-in, but they cannot make it happen. That has been McAllister's struggle for a lot of the season, it seems like, is scoring in transition. They have a lot of transition opportunities. They're just not very good at being able to finish there, though, it seems. Gianni Fascio comes into the game.
Checking in for Pouncil.
10 seconds left in the half. Love across half-court line, 6 seconds left. Love trying to drive, kicks it late. Harris, the 3 at the buzzer, too strong. Rebounded by Bickham. 1 second to Smith. Smith, well, gets it off in time. Did he? No. Didn't in the first place. I thought that was going to be about a buzzer. A lot of time stolen off the clock after the rebound. McAllister tried making something out of that. But after that quick 10-point span, the Buffaloes hold the Chargers scoreless. The problem is they were scoreless themselves. 34-26 is our score at the end of the first half. McAllister trails against the top team in the 5A4 district so far. We'll take a break and be right back with some halftime stats and keys to the second half here on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen.
So, checking accounts. There seems like a ton to choose from, right? I was looking for one that didn't charge monthly fees, with bounce protection, and had mobile banking. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. The bonus is that they're local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in checking options. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing.
At Fenton Nissan, we keep you moving with our wide selection of pre-owned vehicles.
Every pre-owned vehicle receives a 126-point inspection.
We have close relationships with over 20 financial institutions to keep you moving in a new-to-you vehicle of your dreams.
Visit Fenton Nissan for a great selection of pre-owned vehicles, great trade-in values, and the best deal.
Don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
When winter winds blow icy and rare, McAllister knows Freeze and Flare's always there. From frosty nights to winter's chill, we'll keep you warm with expert skill. Heat pumps, furnaces, service that's fair, don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Mechanical license number 001444485. We're licensed, bonded, and insured.
So at the end of the first half, I mean, don't let the 8-point score fool you. That's still a pretty close game right now, 34-26. But if it wasn't for a 10-0 run in about the span of 60 seconds from the 3-minute mark to about the 2-minute mark, this game would be just as close as it has been the entire game. Again, they've been switching between 2 points and 1 point, one way or the other. It looked like it was going back and forth for a while until Memorial was able to finally create some separation. But McAlester down by 8 right now, trying to get that deficit back to around even, maybe try to take another lead. And if they keep on shooting like they did in the first half, maybe they can do it. But Memorial, they haven't shot all that well from beyond the arc, but a lot of rebounds, a lot of being able to get second chance opportunities, and also being able to just score in the first place with their athleticism and their just their length here. They're so tall and athletic to go with it, and they got a lot of talent on this Tulsa Memorial team, and McAlester is trying to overcome it so far. And they've put up a pretty good game so far against the top team in the 5A4 standings. Let's look at how the halftime stats tell the story. That's brought to you by First Realty, 602 South 2nd Street, McAlester. Call 918-423-3122 or visit first-realty.net.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs, whether residential or commercial. First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. And don't forget, if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. If you have questions, give us a call at 918-423-3122.
All right, Rodney Washington was your leading scorer here in the first half. He had 17 on 6 of 11 from the field, 4 of 6 from three-point range. A lot of those from very deep three-point range. He also had 3 rebounds and 3 blocks in the first half. Is that good?
That's not bad. That's better than a lot of people do in the whole game.
And then you had Davian Pouncey had 6 points in the first half. He did record 3 rebounds as well as a steal. Devion Bickham had 3 points in the first half, 2 rebounds, and a steal. Brandon Smith recorded 3 defensive rebounds in the first half along with the steal. And let's see. Caven Hill recorded a defensive rebound. And that rounds out your scoring there in the first half individually. We'll move on to team stats. McAlester shot 10 of 28 from the field, good for 36%. You want to get that up a little bit, especially when Memorial is shooting 16 of 34, good for 47%. McAlester is shooting 5 of 10 from 3, obviously good for 50%. Memorial 2 of 10, good for 20%. But this is where Memorial is winning the game right now. 7 offensive rebounds compared to 1 for McAlester. They're winning the rebounding battle overall 21-12. Then not a whole lot of turnovers here in the first half. 5 turnovers forced by McAlester compared to 4 for the Tulsa Memorial Chargers.
We've had a combined 3 free throw attempts in the first half.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild, too.
Yeah, we just haven't seen a whole lot of free throws today in the first half of either game.
Right. So I'll let you do your key to the second half. If it doesn't line up with mine, then I'll tell you mine. But what is your keys to the second half, Nate?
I mean, you're gonna have to box out a little bit better on the offensive rebounding side and not let Memorial get as many offensive rebounds as they got there in that first half.
Rodney went completely crazy in the first half, and that's why McAlester, he scored 17 out of the 26 points for McAlester. If the Buffaloes are going to make this a game and win it, they got to have someone step up with them.
Yeah, someone's got to help out.
If it's going to be Pouncey, I know that he is right there at the 10.4 points per game mark. If it's going to be Brandon Smith, he was held scoreless in the first half. He has 18.1 points per game as well. But again, a lot of these guys, I know that they don't like making excuses for themselves, but imagine playing sick like as can be with playing with a bug. It's hard to do. It's hard to be able to go to work like that. And
Right.
Brandon Smith was one of those guys that are coming off of kind of a bug that he's been dealing with, and he still has played a great game defensively. I mean, like I say, he's made up with not the points that he's been able to produce with a great showing defensively. But if McAlster's going to win this game, it's going to have to be someone like him or someone like Pouncey or maybe even someone like Bickham that can put up some points too. He's averaging 6.2 points per game, but it's going to have to be someone stepping up and making those shots happen on the offensive side, because if the offense is going to solely be Rodney, McAlster's in a hole tonight when you take on a team that's as talented and as deep as Tulsa Memorial.
Yep, you're exactly right.
All right, 34-26, McAlester is trailing at the break. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back with second half action. Again, those are your halftime stats and keys to the second half, brought to you by First Realty, 602 South 2nd Street, McAlester. Call 918-423-3122 or visit first-realty.net. We'll be back in a moment here from Veterans Arena in Tulsa, Oklahoma on KNED.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester says bring on the monstrous discounts. Get up to $17,500 in discounts on every new Ram truck in stock, including all heavy duties. Use this savings to pay off those credit cards and other bills just in time for the holidays. Patriot makes your next Ram truck affordable, which allows you to pay off those pesky bills. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester. Stock number 24559, MSRP 75905.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy in addition to our other services. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes. For over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
Running into an old friend is nice. Running into a total stranger, well, not so good. Now, you don't need help from Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop for those greetings with friends, but if you have one of those unwanted encounters with a stranger, give Buck Wilson a call at 918-423-3161. They are expert craftsmen, specialists. They can straighten out your situation. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester. Again, call 918-423-3161.
We're about to begin the second half, and we're switching sides. McAlester Buffaloes trail 34-26 to the Tulsa Memorial Chargers. Now on the floor for McAlester, your starting five: Rodney Washington, Davian Pouncil, Devion Bickham, Brandon Smith, and Alex Dooney. McAlester will now be shooting on the right side of the half-court line, while the Memorial Chargers will be on the left. McAlester will get the ball to begin the second half, and we're back underway. 34-26, Memorial leading McAlester. Smith on the right side of the front court, passing to the near corner to Dooney. Bounce pass back into Smith, back outside to Dooney. Dooney going baseline and throws it off a Charger. It went back off of him while he was still in bounds and went straight back to a Charger. Tough luck there for Alex Dooney. Top of the key, Cotton into the corner. Love bounce passes down low, back outside to Love. Love right wing three is back ironed, rebounded by Bickham. And Bickham is fouled as he was hit in the face. Not on purpose, obviously, if you're listening on radio. He was just swiped as Jaden Johnson was going after the ball after the rebound. So Washington will inbound to Dooney as McAlester, 30 seconds into the third quarter, trail by 8, 34-26. Been a little while since they scored a point. Last time they scored a point was about the 2-minute mark, 2.5-minute mark left to go in the first half. Dooney picks up his dribble, finds Pouncil high post, Pouncil back outside to Dooney. Dooney right wing drives, went up with a wild two, completely off. Rebounded by Harris. Harris going the other way. Easy layup. And it's now a 10-point Tulsa Memorial lead, still in the middle of that run that they started in the last quarter. 10-0 run. Smith pass high post. Free throw line. Dooney dribbles into a double team. Dooney lost the ball. Dooney gets it back behind the backboard. Tries feeding it over to Pouncil. Pouncil couldn't handle it. Smith tried to save it deep in the corner, but it was just too far off. So Dooney checks out. In for Cade French. 6:49 left in the third. Just a rough sequence of events there for Alex Dooney. 10-point deficit for the Buffaloes, trying to work on back against a tough team in the Chargers. Far corner, Harris, wide open three. He'll never miss those. rattles it home. A near 50% three-point shooter gets that one to fall, and it's now 39-26. Rodney, left wing. Dribbles inside, lost the high post, another foul called.
That'll be the second team foul on the Chargers here in the third quarter.
Fouls on Fabian Harris. That is going to be his third. Only player in foul trouble really for the Chargers. Inbound low post is going to be knocked out of bounds. Touched by Jalen Branch. McAlester looking a little flat to start the second half so far after they started off the game really strong. Inbound over to Washington in front of the scores table. 13-point deficit. Washington passes right wing to French. French one dribble to Pouncil in the corner. Pouncil loosely double team, bounce passes back over to Washington. Back to Smith, need this one, top of the key three, off kilter. We have a rebound by the Chargers. Pouncil still trying to fight for one with Johnson, but Johnson's able to gather it back. Down the near sideline, Love feeds it to Harris, trailing Harris, leaves it short, rebounded by Smith in stride. In transition, Brandon Smith off the right side of the rim, goes up and scores his first 2 points of the game. Give him a step and he'll beat you nearly every time. Brandon Smith makes it an 11-point game, 39-28. McAllister's first 2 points since about the 3-minute mark in the second quarter. Nearly a 6-minute dry spell there. Driving in Love, leaves it up late. 2-pointers up, wide open and made. Good look by Antonio Love, finding the open man in Jalen Branch. Near corner three, Rodney Washington can't answer back with the corner three. And Cotton's got the quick rebound. Love, right wing, bounce pass low post. Back outside, Love. Right wing, stops high post, back over to Cotton. Cotton going up for two with Pouncil, and he gets the shot to fall. Sandwiched between the rim and the backboard. It caught it there and just fell through. 15-point lead now for the Chargers. Lob baseline. Bickham trying to drive in. There'll be a foul called, and I will take it. Being a McAlester basketball fan, I don't know where anything was at.
It didn't look like there was any contact on that play.
No, I didn't see it either. Jalil Cotton, that'll be his second personal, but again, McAlester will take that. Smith will inbound baseline. Lob it out over to Bickham in the front court. Bickham passes to French, who will set up the offense. Quick shovel pass over to Washington in the front court. Lobs it back over to Smith, left wing. Smith will hook pass over to Pouncil. Free throw line jumper, can't fall. McAllister's shot has gone cold here over the past about 7 minutes of game time. Low post, Cotton continues to cook, and there'll be a timeout called by Coach Dooney, and a 17-point game all of a sudden. 45-28, 4:43 left in the third. We'll take a break and be back here on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Welcome back to Tulsa Memorial here at Veterans Arena. The McAlester Buffaloes went from seeing it be a 3-point lead to all of a sudden a 17-point deficit when you're going back to about the 3-minute left to go mark in the second quarter. They've only been able to score 2 points, I believe, in the third. We're about halfway through it. Too many of these scoring droughts that they had 2 of them against Durant, led to Durant really walking away with that win. They only had 2 points in the entire fourth quarter against Durant last week. Far corner, Pouncil, high post, inside the paint. 2 is on the way, left is short. McAlester continues to stay cold. Johnson's got the board. Johnson takes his way down the floor, high post. Good feed inside for Cotton. Cotton for 2, over Devion Bickham. And once again, he scores. 19-point lead again for the Chargers. If McAlester wants to be a state title contender, they've got to know they got to compete with the likes of Tulsa Memorial here as we have a foul. Pouncil was trying to drive baseline. Again, McAllister's kind of dealing with, like we said, this a bug right now. Some of it's a flu, I think, and some of it's been a bug, but this is the kind of team that you're going to be seeing in the state tournament. And
yeah.
It's a good test to see where you're at also on top of a district game. But I'm sorry, you were saying?
Oh, it's the 4th team foul on Memorial here.
Dooney, baseline, got to find someone. Gets it into the corner over to Pouncil. Bounce pass down low to Bickham. Bickham takes the baseline jumper, too short. Man, their shot has gone cold. They've got some good looks. They just have not been able to score. In the corner, Love back over to the right wing. Three-pointer is up and through for Isaiah Garrett. And all of a sudden, you blinked, and it was 50-28. Rodney's shot, whoo, late whistle. Rodney's shot from inside the paint did not fall, but there was a shooting foul, which will send Washington to the line.
And McAlester will be in the bonus the remainder of the quarter.
Yeah, 5 fouls on Memorial to none for McAlester in the third quarter. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951 as Washington hits the free throw. McAlester has now outscored this quarter 16-3. It's about as equivalent as it was in the fourth quarter against Durant.
Right.
Second shot has been made by Washington, and it's now a 20-point deficit for McAlester. The Tulsa Memorial, really good defense as well. Again, they're only giving up 45.5 points a game. We do have a kick ball here. Whew.
If that would have went in.
Brandon Smith almost had to steal him from behind the backboard. He just kind of, threw up a shot, but he was like well behind the backboard. That nearly went through. Inbound, in stride, Highshaw down the floor, kicks late into the corner, driving in Garrett. Garrett feeds it in late for Cotton. Cotton is fouled, and he got the shot to roll in. And everything is rolling right now for the Tulsa Memorial Chargers.
Foul was on Washington. That's the second.
Again, they bring back every single starter from a year ago, the Chargers do, when they were one game away from state. And the people that were in their way was the Booker T. Washington Hornets, who were just 3 points away from winning the whole thing last year. The free throw is missed by Cotton, and McAlester still down 22. 3.5 left to go in the third. Into the corner, pass over to Dooney. Dooney double team, back over to Washington. Right wing three on the way. Got it! Painted gold. His fifth made three of the game. And it's now a 52-33 game.
He's got 22 today.
That's right about his season average, 22.7. Quickly down the floor, Highshaw, bounce pass late to Cotton. McAlester is struggling down there in the low post right now. Cotton finding himself wide open after these driving kicks. Washington over to Smith. Long three straight away is clanked off the iron. Rebounded by Harris. As Memorial forces McAlester to go one and done again. Down the floor, driving in. Two-pointers up and good. Antonio Love quickly to the basket. 56-33. Memorial now putting on a show for its fans as here's a right wing off-balance three that's attempted by Rodney Washington that will not fall. Garrett down the floor. Cotton for two. Got it another one. They just move with efficiency and quickly they go. It's been 24 points here in the third quarter. Smith trying to drive in, and again, McAlester getting the benefit of a call here. Brandon Smith's going to get to go to the line.
I think there was a little more contact on that one than some of the calls we've gotten in the quarter so far.
Cam Highshaw charged with the foul. That's his fourth. So Smith will take two free throws here. First one in the air is no good. Falls off the left side of the rim. Smith, a 64% free throw shooter so far on the season, averaging 18.1 points per game on 46% shooting. He's actually the leading, well, depends on which position Davian's playing at the time, but he would be the second leading guard in terms of field goal percentage on the team. Davian's at 49 and Smith is at 46. Second free throw clanks in, takes a Buffalo bounce in, and now it's 58-34. McAlester down by 24. McAlester hasn't gotten a stop in a good while. Love driving, stopped by Smith. Good defense, back outside, over to Harris. Harris left wing, passing right over to Garrett. Garrett front court getting his signs in, getting word from Coach Allison. Works off a screen to Cotton, right wing. Cotton, step back, thought about the three, gives it back now to Garrett. Garrett off a screen by Cotton, driving baseline. Goes up for two, can't get it to go, gets his own rebound and puts it in. McAlester still has not been able to stop Memorial in the past, I'd say at least close to a dozen possessions, it seems like. Left wing. Washington trying to drive. Goes up. No, actually, he was slipping down to the floor as he traveled once he got into the paint. And McAllister's been able to force some of his shots, but again, just the rebounding capability of the Chargers. On the season, they were averaging 36 rebounds a game. You want to put that into perspective, McAlester is 6 rebounds less than that.
Well, they are already at 30. They are being doubled up on the rebounds right now, 30 to 15.
I say the root of the problem starts probably there right now just for tonight for McAlester. I don't think they've really been out-rebounded in a whole lot of games this season, as we have a foul here on Bickham.
It's his second.
This will be on the floor. The foul was committed on Isaiah Garrett. That's a crazy thing, too. Like, we mentioned how deep their lineup is. You look at their bench, and there's a lot of people on their bench that will be starting nearly anywhere else inside the state, it seems like.
Uh-huh.
Inbound, Harris, far corner three is up and swished. And it's about to be a 30-point game. 29-point lead as the third quarter has been brutal for McAlester. Right elbow, Pouncil 2, off the mark again. Offensive board, Alex Dooney tries to create separation. The ball is knocked out of bounds in the low post. McAlester will inbound, but they're looking for someone to do it. Bickham says it'll be me. Again, Memorial has not played a close game other than one against a 5A4 opponent, and that was Will Rogers in a 2-point win, 54-52. Right wing, Smith stopping, right elbow 2 on the way, left that short. Offensive rebound, Pouncil for 2, missed that one as well. Dooney tries to save the ball, and he does so. Throws it off of Jaden Johnson with 1:09 left in the third.
And I'm giving Dooney a rebound for that.
Dooney looks, finds Smith deep in the corner, takes the 3, and leaves that short. Rebounded by the Chargers again. McAlester just ice cold from really all areas here in the third quarter. Smith, whoa, that was close. Smith hustling for a ball, gets charged with the foul in the process. But as he was sailing towards the brick wall over there, he landed on top of a table. Smith will check out, French will come in. 60 seconds exactly left in the third. Again, the Chargers have scored nearly 30 points in the third quarter to McAllister's 8. It's been 29-8 in the third.
Oh, my goodness.
Cross the half-court line, pass to the right wing. Love with the ball. Love driving, finds a lane. Kicks it late. Cotton near corner 3 on the way. Air ball, way too strong. Dooney head over to Washington. Washington being trailed by Colbert. Goes up for the 2 in the paint, misses the shot. Gets his own rebound, low post, triple team, gets a blocked shot from Cotton. Rebounded by Harris. Harris down the floor, 29 seconds left. Lost the ball, but straight to Love straight away. Love looking right, looking back left, back pedals, shovel pass into the corner. Colbert going baseline, Colbert feeding it down low. Johnson in the right block area, scores for another 2. And it's been 31-8 in the third quarter. 10 seconds left in the third. Washington, pass high post. Dooney looks around, can't find anyone. Back outside, top of the key, 4 seconds. Takes a tough 2 that misses. Rebounded by Johnson, 1 second, three-quarter court shot at the buzzer. Well short, and that will be the end of the third. A rough third quarter for McAlester. 31-8. Memorial won that quarter, and we head to the fourth with a 65-34 Memorial lead. We'll take a break and be back here on KNED.
So, checking accounts. There seems like a ton to choose from, right? I was looking for one that didn't charge monthly fees, with bounce protection, and had mobile banking. I found the Bank NA. The Bank NA has been voted #1 for 10 years in a row in the McAlester News Capital's Reader's Choice Awards. The bonus is that they're local, so the money stays in town. Call 918-423-2265 or go in to find what you need in checking options. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC.
At Fenton Nissan, we keep you moving with our wide selection of pre-owned vehicles.
Every pre-owned vehicle receives a 126-point inspection.
We have close relationships with over 20 financial institutions to keep you moving in a new-to-you vehicle of your dreams.
Visit Fenton Nissan for a great selection of pre-owned vehicles, great trade-in values, and the best deal.
Don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
8 minutes on the clock as we have 8 minutes remaining in this game. McAlester down by 29 to be a heck of a comeback. Now, they've come back from almost down 20 before to Tulsa Will Rogers with 4 minutes left in the game. They ended up losing the game by only 2. So this game still, while it seems like it's a wide margin, not really out of reach. Trying to be the optimist here, but it's really not when you think about how fast McAlester can score points. But so can Memorial. We saw that in the third quarter. And they score right away 11 seconds into the fourth. Cotton with another 2 from the left block. It's now 67-34. Washington behind the back, now dribbles up to the high post area. Still with the ball inside the paint, draws contact, and gets the 2. 7:34 left in the game, 67-36. Washington answers right back.
He's got 24 of McAllister's 36.
That's 2/3 of the scoring there for Washington, as this time he pushes over Harris, and he runs straight to him to help him up. That'll be his third personal, first team foul on the Buffs in the fourth quarter. And here's another thing, district points, that still completely matters here. If you can get this within a 15-point game, even then, even though it wouldn't be a win, it's still less points than what you could be behind by at the end of the year. Cotton misses the first 2, but gets the second one to go. From the low post, it's now 69-36. 7:08 left in the game. Your corner spin move, Brandon Smith in the low post, misses the shot. Offensive rebound, Davian Pouncil says, I got your back, bro. Plays janitor, cleans up the missed shot. Under 7 minutes left in the game. Boy, we've had 2 games kind of go by pretty quickly. We're not even to 8:45 yet, and we just have 6.5 minutes left in this one. I'm sure our board operator back at the station, Austin Weed, is enjoying that. Johnson, across the half-court line, passes to Harris in the far corner. Harris pulls up, right elbow jumper is back ironed. Fight for the rebound. Who's got it? I think it was last touched by Cotton, yes. Before he tried throwing it off of Pouncil, foot was touching the line, and will give the ball back to the Buffaloes. 6:30 remaining in the game. Washington pulls up from a different zip code again. This one a little too short by just about an inch. After it clinks the iron, the Chargers get the rebound. Quickly they go to the other side of the floor. They miss the low post 2. Bigham's got the rebound. Bigham has it lost right back as Love's got the steal. Far corner 3 is missed. Offensive rebound with Dooney on the back of Cotton, as the foul is going to be called on Cotton, though. That'll be the first team foul on the Chargers in the fourth quarter. Charger fans aren't happy with the call, but I mean, I agree, but at the same time, you're up by 31.
Oh, and Rodney might be favoring that right arm a little bit.
Yeah, as the last ball was taken from him, he looked like he got hit pretty good. He comes off the floor for a moment, pounces on the high post, goes up with the floater from inside the paint, can't get it to go. Pouncil tries to fight for the loose ball now, as it'll be last touched by Johnson after he poked it loose underneath the basket after the missed shot. What's McAlester shooting from the floor? It feels like it hasn't been all that great today after the first half.
They are 14 to 50, 28% from the field.
They were 28% last game against Durant, too. Just a team that's shooting 44% from the field on the season. They were 47 before that Durant game. And so now we have an offensive foul down the low post. This will be on Jalen Branch away from the ball. On Alex Dooney, gives McAlester the ball back. But McAlester is not a 28% or even a 30% or even a 35% shooting team. They've been good all through this year with the exception of the last 2 games. And they're about to be held to around a season low again. Driving in, Brandon Smith tries to find separation, goes up for the 2 and just misses. A tough 2 that he was able to create, but just can't get the finish there. As Cotton, he'll finish in transition nearly every time. He makes it look really, really easy. Brandon Smith, top of the key. Once again, drives, pulls up, free throw line floater on the way. Got it, nothing but net. Brandon Smith answers right back. 71-40. 5:16 left in the game, by the way. I don't know if you mentioned it. I was kind of looking at something on my sheet here. Rodney back into the game for McAlester for those on radio that can't see on the stream today. Harris driving in, low post. And we've got another charge. Best in the game at it, baby. Alex Dooney. You know, I wonder if his back's like ever bruised.
I mean, you would have to think so.
He is really, really good at drawing charges. And in comes a new 5 for the Chargers. A lot of players into the game for the first time, with the exception of Branch and Johnson. 2 starters still on the floor. Actually, 3 starters still on the floor. Antonio Love for the Chargers, too. In a 71-40 game, Smith back to Washington right wing. Washington trying to drive, pulls up, long 3, rather 2, long 2 is missed. Rebounded by French, throws it out to the outside. It's intercepted, going the other way. As we have an explosive dunk on the way by Isaiah Garrett. And you see him out in space. Everyone here from Memorial, they just get up to their feet. to see what Garrett will do. Here's the right wing three that's off by Smith and rebounded by the Chargers, moving the other way, trying to do it again. No, this is a layup by Antonio Love as he lays it in, and it's 75-40. 4:20 left in the game. Washington tries passing to the high post, and this one will be a foul as they try feeding it to Dooney in the high post. Jalen Branch with a good show of sportsmanship helps him up.
Bouncer going to check in here.
Branch was the player that foul was on. That's the fourth team foul on the Chargers, second personal on Branch.
Pouncil checking in for Brandon Smith.
So on the floor is Pouncil, Bickham, Dooney, Washington, and French. 4:15 left in the game. Pass high post. French looking around. Finds Pouncil left wing. Pouncil with the pump and drive. Layup is up and good. Davian Pouncil right off the bench. Answers with a 2. Halfway through the fourth quarter, 75-42.
Pouncil's got 10.
Right around his season average. Again, 10.4 on the season. Driving in, Wild 2 is up, and a nice make by Jarius Bossel, the 6'2" freshman. Straightaway 3 by Rodney Washington. Another deep 3 from about 10 feet beyond the three-point line. He's got 6 made threes tonight.
He's got 27 points.
3:36 left to go in the game, 77-45. Left wing Bossel, the freshman, trying to work on Washington. Cross-court pass over to Highshaw. 3:25 left in the game. Bounce pass right wing. Driving in Colbert. Colbert for the tough 2. Good defense, forces the missed shot, and we've got a whistle. This is going to be on Washington. It's going to be his 4th. Also checking into the game for the first time tonight, Cam Boone. And that name kind of sounds familiar, that last name Boone. He's the brother of Caleb and Keelan Boone, the twins. Caleb Boone went to Oklahoma State and played for a good while before they both were at UNLV for the remainder of their collegiate careers. Driving in, Colbert, bounce past low post. Trying to grab it is Boone. Boone in the low post, can't score, rebounded by Bickham. 3:09 left in the game. Bickham feeds it to now does feed it to a trailing Washington. Guarded up by Boone, pass right wing, Bickham. Bickham trying to drive into the low post. Back outside, right wing 3, Washington, too strong. Offensive rebound, Pouncil from about 5 feet out, can't make the shot. Wide rebounds taken by Washington on the offensive glass. Driving in, Washington goes up for a Wild 2 on the, no, it's going to be on the shot. He scores and 1. Rodney Washington with 29 points, looking to get into the 30 mark once again. He shoots, he scores right this way, Mr. Washington to the charity stripe. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. And we'll have a brand new 5 coming into the game for the Buffaloes after Washington takes his free throw attempt. If he misses, he'll stay on the floor for a little while. If he makes this one, looks like he's going to have Cornish check in for him. It won't be a season low for McAlester. They're at the 47-point mark. Washington misses the free throw on the back iron, so Cornish will have to wait a little while. But, yeah, McAllister's season low was a week ago against Durant in 45, but Memorial, they're holding teams to 45.5 points per game. They've won 8 games, about to embark on their 9th, and they have only lost to one 5A team, and that was 15-1 Lawton. That missed shot is going to be cleaned up by Cam Boone, who puts it back in, 79-47. Washington straightaway 3, draws contact, can't get the whistle. There's the whistle as it sails out of bounds on the three-point attempt by Washington. He comes out of the game, into the game, Ryan Cornish, and also looks like Hasten Klein checking in for McAlester for Cade French. 2:19 remaining. Both benches have cleared for the Buffaloes and the Chargers here. McAlester will fall to 3-4 in the district standings. McAlester will lose their first, 3rd straight game of the season before they take on Quita this upcoming Friday. They'll drop to 5-5 on the year. Top of the key, Caleb Jackson, right wing, now driving in. Boone runs into a brick wall, which is number 11, Desmond Hall. I guess you could say a brick hall. That might have been Case and Klein, actually. No, that was on Klein. That was on Hall.
That's his first. Team 3rd in the 4th quarter.
Jarius Bossel. First free throw is up and good. And here's the thing, Jarius Bossel, He's a pretty good player himself. He's just a freshman. If you look at this varsity roster, he's the only freshman on the varsity roster. So just when you think that, hey, okay, well, all these seniors and all these guys graduating for Memorial after this year, well, they're going to take a little bit of a step back, right? Nope. Wrong. They just reload. Second free throw was made. Both of them made by Jarius Bossel, 81-47. Left wing Cornish with the ball. Cornish to the left wing. Facio working off the pivot foot past the side post. As Klein gets it back out. Back to Klein near the far sideline. Klein takes it back. Pass to the corner. Facio trying to drive back out to Klein. Klein pulls up for the long two. It is off kilter. Rebounded offensively by Hall. Back to Facio, back outside to Klein. Klein driving in, lost the ball on the way up. Gets it back, or maybe tried to. Now through the legs, stolen by Memorial. Head over to Roan. Roan lobbing it down low over to Jackson, back outside. Williams back near corner three by Jackson. Rattles home. And it's 84-47.
And that is a season high by the Chargers this season.
1:12 left in the game. Driving in. Floater is blocked. Blocked by Cam Boone. Chargers move the other way. Jordan Powell lobbing far corner. Cross-court pass back to the near side. Taken by Jackson to the top of the key. Under a minute left in this one. Lob back, stolen. No, Hall can't keep a hold of it. Taken back by the Chargers. Bounce pass to Roan. Roan off a screen, straight away. Bounce pass inside, knocked loose, and intercepted. Going the other way is Ryan Cornish. Cornish, coast to coast. Layup is in the way, and good. And Ryan Cornish, his first 2 points as a McAlester Buffalo varsity basketball player. First 2 points on the season for Ryan Cornish. Inside the paint, 2-pointers up and missed. Wesley Phillips has got the rebound. 84-49, final 21 seconds left in the game. Cornish, top of the key. Feed right wing. Dribbling right is Hall. Hall tries giving it to Phillips baseline, and it's taken back away. Now ahead, far corner. Bossel. Excuse me, that is. Couldn't quite tell who that was. That looked like that was Roan that had it. Gets inside the circle, over to Caleb Jackson, and that'll be the ball game. 84-49, our final score here tonight. It was a close one up until about the 3-minute mark in the second quarter, and from then on, it was all Tulsa Memorial. Again, final score here tonight, 84-49. The Chargers take down the McAlester Buffaloes. What we'll do is we'll take a break. We'll look at our final stats in this one, and we'll finish things up as we get ready for Coweta on Friday. Again, final score here tonight. Buffaloes fall to the Chargers 84-49. We'll take a break and be right back here on KNED.
When winter winds blow icy and rare, McAlester knows Freeze and Flare's always there. From frosty nights to winter's chill, we'll keep you warm with expert skill. Heat pumps, furnaces, service that's fair, don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Mechanical license number 001444485. We're licensed, bonded, and insured.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester says bring on the monstrous discounts. Get up to $17,500 in discounts on every new Ram truck in stock, including all heavy duties. Use this savings to pay off those credit cards and other bills just in time for the holidays. Patriot makes your next Ram truck affordable, which allows you to pay off those pesky bills. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester. Stock number 24559, MSRP 75905.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy in addition to our other services. For more information, please stop by our office, McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
Running into an old friend is nice. Running into a total stranger, well, not so good. Now, you don't need help from Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop for those greetings with friends, but if you have one of those unwanted encounters with a stranger, give Buck Wilson a call at 918-423-3161. They are expert craftsmen, specialists. They can straighten out your situation. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma, McAlester. Again, call 918-423-3161.
Our final score here in the boys' game as the Tulsa Memorial Chargers defeat the McAlester Buffaloes 84-49. They remain undefeated in the 5A4 standings. McAlester has now dropped 3 games in a row, all to District 5A4 opponents. So 2025 has not been kind to them yet, so looking for their first win of the 2025 calendar year and hoping it's going to be against Coweta, who McAlester previously beat by 19 back on December 17th. They will get to host Coweta this upcoming Friday in their first home game in almost a month. So I'm sure the McAlester is ready to get back inside the MAC and to be able to play in front of their home crowd again. They're going to play 3 games at the Promise More. Weather said not so fast, but we'll have a heavy home schedule once we have January 28th against Ada, then the 31st against Edison, then the 4th against Will Rogers. We also have Tulsa Memorial on the 11th. We have the 18th against Tahlequah, and I believe that we were announced by Coach Singleton during Running with the Herd that we will be having, I believe, Hugo coming to McAlester on February the 8th. So a lot of home games in the month of February
I
for
think
McAlester.
he was saying they're still working on it. That hasn't been.
That was Collinsville. Hugo, he said February 8th.
My bad.
So anyway, that's neither here nor there. Now let's look at some final stats here for the McAlester Buffaloes in this one, and we'll wrap it up and get ready to go back home. All right, our post-game stats brought to you by Barlow Built Performance and Automotive, your full-service automotive and transmission repair shop, brake work and heat and air repair, plus we do MIG and TIG welding. We're McAllister's only full-time exhaust shop. From race cars to your grandma's cars, we do it all. We sell tires and wheels. Barlow Built Performance and Automotive, 2201 North Main Street in McAlester, open Monday through Friday, 8 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon. Call 918-318-0323.
All right, Rodney Washington was your leading scorer today. He had 29 points on 6 of 12 from three-point range. Did have 6 rebounds, 2 of those offensive and 3 blocks. Davian Pouncil was your second leading scorer with 10 points. Had 6 rebounds as well, but 4 of those were offensive. Also recorded a steal. Brandon Smith had 5 points, 4 rebounds, and a steal. Devion Bickham had 3 points, along with 5 rebounds and a steal as well. Let's see, Ryan Cornish had 2 points on 1-on-1 shooting, along with a steal. Alex Dooney had 3 rebounds, 2 of those offensive. Let's see, Wesley Phillips recorded a defensive rebound. Cade French recorded an offensive rebound. And then, let me see who that is. I apologize. Desmond Hall, he had an offensive rebound, and Caven Hill recorded a defensive rebound. And that rounds out your individual scores, and we'll now move on to the team stats. McAlester shot 19 of 62 from the field.
That's
good
rough.
for 31%, compared to Memorial's 57%, 38 of 67 from the field. McAlester was 7 of 20 from the three-point range, good for 35%. Memorial just a touch under that, 6 of 18, good for 33%. Only a total of 11 free throws in this game. McAlester 4 of 7. Memorial 2 of 4. McAlester heavily out-rebounded in this game, 80-28, or not 80.
Oh my God!
Sorry, I'm tired.
Whoa! I was going to say, man, they almost as many rebounds as they had points.
It was 40-28. I was trying to do math as I was saying that. Did not work very well.
40-28.
40-28, and not many turnovers. McAlester did a great job with that. Only 11 turnovers today, but Memorial only 8 turnovers on the entire game.
So your final thoughts on this one before we wrap it up here?
I mean, I think the rebounding battle tells you the story right there. 40-28. I mean, you're going to get beat by almost every team, and especially against a team as good as Memorial is. You can't get out-rebounded that heavily. And, I mean, Memorial just couldn't miss. It felt like for the majority of the game, especially in starting in the third quarter.
Yep. It was a game until Memorial made sure it wasn't as you began the second half. The McAlester Buffaloes, I think that my final thoughts on this one is this is a good was it a pacemaker? Not pacemaker. What's the test that you have to be able to kind of see where you're at?
Are you talking about the fitness gram pacer test?
I'm mixing up some tests here. Litmus test or whatever it's called. Yeah, this is a good test to be able to see where you're at in comparison to the teams that make it to the state tournament or are in competition to win the state championship when you face the Tulsa Memorial Chargers. And I know that McAlester didn't play to their potential, and also they were behind the 8 ball tonight anyway. Again, still dealing with a little bit of a bug. Again, I think it was the flu that was going through a little bit. So I don't know if anyone's ever had the flu. A lot of people have. It stinks, and it's
not fun.
It makes your body feel like you have nothing left in the tank just waking up in the morning. So to be able to have these guys come out here and still – even though they lost by the score, they lost by 84-49, they still put up a battle for all 4 quarters. They didn't stop working. It just didn't fall their way. And when you're taking on a team like Tulsa Memorial, that's going to happen when your shot's not falling and also you are dealing with all that you have in the tank, and all that you have in the tank is not a lot, Right. So the Buffaloes do fall to 5-5, but again, it's a good place to see where they're at in comparison to where they want to be. And again, a reminder that they're still a mostly 90% young team. Mm-hmm. You have 2 seniors in Alex Dooney and Wesley Phillips, and the rest of them are going to be back next year, and a lot of them are going to be underclassmen. But still, that's not saying that McAlester cannot play to their potential, make it to the state tournament, and maybe make a little bit of a run and make people say, hey, this is what we got. Because their potential is there. At the same time, though, when it comes to a young team, your Coach Singleton Burley said it best on Running with a Herd. When you have a young, talented team like you have at McAlester, you're going to have really high highs, you're going to have really low lows. But if they can keep on building their way towards February and getting on a little bit of a run, you never know what could happen. Mm-hmm. I mean, Memorial was in a similar position last year. They were a young team last year. Again, every starter's back from last year. And before you knew it, they were 1 game away from the state tournament.
Yep.
Can McAlester be that Memorial team? That's yet to be found out. So, again, they finished off the season last year at 19-9. McAlester just at 5-5 right now. So we'll see if the Buffaloes can turn this around, and I think they can. They've got a pretty, not going to say favorable schedule, but they got a pretty competitive schedule that I think that they can compete in every single one of these games. You have Coweta, who they've already beaten by nearly 20 coming up on Friday. They now have Hugo at Hugo in their festival on Saturday at 6 p.m. Then we take a little bit of a break, and then we have the Bridge Creek Tournament, which I think McAlester can be heavily competitive in. And then you have Broken Bow, and then you have Ada, and then you have Tulsa Edison, and then you have Rogers again. So I think there's a good chance that if you play to your potential, you could go on a pretty good run here.
Yeah.
So we'll see if the Buffaloes can do so right now at 5-5, trying to wipe away a 3-game losing streak that they have right now. But I think they can do it. If they can just find their groove, I think there are some pieces need to fall in place, and I think that they will. But, Nate, can you thank our sponsors one final time, and we'll wrap it up here from T-Town.
I'd like to thank Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, the Bank N.A., Fenton Nissan, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, Patriot Chrysler, Dodge Jeep and Ram of McAlester, McAlester Direct Primary Care, Stipe Law Firm, and Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop. Thank you for putting us on the air, not only tonight, but throughout this entire basketball season.
And a big thank you to our board operator, Austin Wheat, for his work this evening, and thank you, the listener, for spending your Tuesday night with us. One final time from the Veterans Arena in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Lady Buffaloes fell in their game against the Tulsa Memorial Lady Chargers in a game that's a lot closer than what the final score indicated, 57-46, and the boys fell 84-49 behind a dynamite second half by the Memorial Chargers. Until Friday, when McAlester has their first home game of 2025 with a rematch against the Coweta Tigers. On behalf of Nate Brown and myself, this is Brandon Green saying, don't just have a great night, have a Buffalo night. Night-night, Harper.